If I use forceful confrontation, probably won't have much chance of winning. Really just a normal high school student? Before coming here, already thoroughly investigated Nathan and his girlfriend, Emma. Why now is there such a scary factor suddenly appearing? What exactly do you want? If you're just simply curious, then I advise you not to get involved here. This isn't something you can participate in. Crystal Snow slightly frowned. Her face became serious. Voice also became deep. She tried to be more serious, hoping Ashley would back off. After all, she's just a high school student, though age almost no different from mine. But what she's experienced can't be compared. Oh, not something I can participate in? Ashley just smiled once, then slowly approached Crystal Snow. The smile on her face carried something not good, making Crystal Snow feel somewhat less confident. Do you know my relationship with Nathan? Haven't you investigated? Aren't you his deskmate? Crystal Snow swallowed saliva, head spinning. She tried to remember if she investigated about her. Seemed there was information saying Nathan and Ashley have quite good relationship. Often play together. Still deskmates. But she didn't pay much attention. She felt it wasn't important. After all, couldn't investigate all of Nathan's classmates. That's too unrealistic. So, she only investigated most important person, Nathan's girlfriend. Nathan is my deskmate, but I still call him brother. Guess what relationship I have with him? Crystal Snow's heart shook. Involuntarily said, brother, you're his sister. Ashley smiled with meaningful smile. Raised eyebrow. Slowly said, heh, guessed right. So Nathan is my brother. Crystal Snow took deep breath, feeling like about to faint. Almost couldn't open eyes. Really is. Ashley took out phone and shook it. So now do you feel I can know? Definitely you must tell immediately. Either now you tell me, or I'll let Nathan hear this recording tomorrow. Whatever intentions you have, don't hope to succeed. Chapter 202. There's already insider information saying Nathan is the heir. I know, I'll tell you. But you must guarantee. Definitely can't tell others. Crystal Snow thought a bit, then started speaking. She took the lollipop out of mouth. Cold sweat covered forehead. Should have investigated Ashley a bit first. Didn't expect her to have such background. Failed, but maybe this is opportunity. Maybe through Ashley can eliminate danger Blake. Ashley nodded, then stared at Crystal Snow, waiting for her to speak. Ashley knew this definitely not simple. What Crystal Snow about to say might make her very surprised. She was already prepared, just trying not to show surprise outside. I'm director Crystal's daughter. You definitely know him, right? Managing director, Mr. Crystal. Because if chairman is your brother, then you must know him. Currently there's insider information saying Nathan is already the heir. And because company strictly prohibits using connections for promotion. So even though I'm managing director's daughter, very difficult to join. Ashley just quietly listened to Crystal Snow speak. Face expressionless, but her heart being strongly attacked. Managing director's daughter. Brother-in-law is chairman. Nathan is heir. What does all this mean? You continue speaking. Ashley swallowed, voice hoarse. Now her turn, trying to appear calm. Trying to let brain receive everything just heard. Crystal Snow didn't pay attention to Ashley's state. She lowered head, sighing. Then continued. But as heir, Nathan, he can bring one person. That person will become his secretary. That's a position subordinates can only look up to. Even if I try my whole life, can't climb to that position. So my dad sent me to Nathan's side, hoping I create good relationship with him, so later can directly enter company. Ashley hearing these words, voice already trembling. Actually she was shocked greatly. She could recognize Crystal Snow deliberately approaching Nathan and Emma. But specific reason she still didn't know. Moreover, today also saw that video. So, she secretly followed Crystal Snow in evening, wanting to investigate clearly. Result, this investigation really discovered big matter. Crystal Snow really has no malice. She's good person, but purpose contacting Nathan and people around him. Really not simple. In other words, Blake also same as you? Right, he's director Blake's son. Also like my dad, managing director. Same purpose as me. Want to befriend Nathan. So later easily join company. Saying business competition. Actually somewhat exaggerated. Just competition of interests between me and him. Crystal Snow nodded. Her answer. Then suddenly thought of something. Her eyes widened looking at Ashley saying, right. I'll tell you his secret. Then you tell Nathan, okay? Right now saying anything he definitely won't believe. But he'll definitely believe you. I'm not for anything else. Just want revenge on this guy. Then you speak. Ashley really didn't care about Blake's purpose. But definitely more cards in hand better. Who knows, might use later. This guy is Crystal Snow glanced around. Then reached out hand. Slowly curved. This arm, Ashley frowned. And her face twitched once. Really somewhat shocked. Even eyelids started trembling. Blake. He looks quite okay. Didn't expect likes men. After telling Nathan this. Definitely will make Nathan avoid him. If he still stays nearby. Then any of his actions. Will make Nathan afraid. Really, in my phone have photos too. I'll send you. No. Thank you, I don't want to see. Ashley hurriedly waved hands. Refusing to see those disgusting things. Better close eyes. But at this time, she knew she already held many secrets. And also got evidence of Crystal Snow. And Blake, these two people. Can say completely holding initiative. I've told you everything. Can you not tell Nathan? Help me keep this secret. If Nathan knows. He tells his dad. Crystal Snow looked at Ashley, face suffering. She begged Ashley. Eyes also showed fear. She didn't expect herself so useless. Only second day. Plan already exposed. All because Blake causing trouble. If not for him disturbing. I couldn't have failed. If this matter exposed. Most serious situation. Maybe my dad's position can't keep. Ashley smiled, looked at Crystal Snow a while. Then slowly spoke. Of course. I'm very discreet person. Especially such important secrets. I'll definitely help you keep secret. Don't worry. But Ashley then showed evil smile. Continued. My benefits definitely not few. Of course. Crystal Snow continuously nodded. Whatever Ashley requests now. As long as she can do. Will definitely do. Alright. Then I'll go first. Then, Ashley satisfied nodded. Slowly walked away from here. Crystal Snow watched Ashley's leaving figure. Couldn't help breathing relief. Felt lucky finally resolved. This deadly danger. She thought. This time would disappoint her dad. Ashley walked far away. Turned head looking back once. To ensure she's at safe position. Then, she took out phone and dialed. Hello, Ashley, something urgent? Why calling me? Nathan's voice on phone full of doubt. He somewhat didn't understand. Why Ashley directly calling him? In memory seemed never called before. Because Ashley definitely has no urgent matter. She couldn't directly call like this. Hello. Nathan, tonight you still can't enter game, right? Then I'll enter help you play. You want to help me play really? Of course. If don't enter game do quests. Probably will be kicked from guild. Alright, then like that. Don't you always want some item? I'll go help you farm that item. Really? You're not lying to me? Definitely not lying. Actually I also have nothing to do, so what? Alright, thank you. Tomorrow I'll treat you to meal. No problem. Our relationship. All small matters. Chapter 203. If everything goes smoothly. Later I won't have to worry about starving. Julia left bedroom in middle of night. Preparing to pour glass of water. But saw Ashley's room still lit. Now already past 2 a.m. Could Ashley still not sleeping? Julia went knocking on Ashley's door. Knock, Ashley. You still not sleeping? We'll sleep in a bit. From room came Ashley's somewhat tired voice. It's Mom, Julia. Naturally could hear out. She couldn't help frowning saying, so late already. Why not sleeping yet? Tomorrow don't you have exam? Alright, give me 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes I'll definitely finish. Julia's face somewhat unhappy. Said to inside room. Every day playing games like this, can you survive? If you keep indulging like this, sooner or later we'll starve. Don't worry, parents, I have moderation. If everything goes smoothly. Later I won't starve. Just 10 more minutes, then sleep early, okay? Don't go online gambling or anything, okay? Got it, Mom. Julia helplessly shook head, then turned going back to room. Regarding Ashley, she couldn't say more. Because really she always has plans in heart. She doesn't need to say much, she can handle everything herself. At this time, Ashley still sitting before computer. Using Nathan's account continuously farming equipment. She knew now very late. If can't farm equipment, probably wait until tomorrow continue. Yawn. Ashley yawned once. After last time didn't farm equipment. She turned off computer preparing to sleep. She knew this matter doesn't need rush. With current advantage, she definitely already one step ahead of others. As long as no surprises happen. Don't let surprises happen to herself. This whole life, all surprises happen to Nathan. Besides, no one can bring surprises to her. Next morning, Ashley only slept few hours. Set alarm to wake. Julia thought she stayed up so late. Definitely couldn't wake up anymore. Result, she woke even earlier than usual. Breakfast ready. Julia said to Ashley, who just finished washing face. Then she saw Ashley directly rolling up sleeves. Going into kitchen. What do you want to do? Preparing lunch. From today, I'll also prepare my own lunch. Ashley said lightly. Then herself took ingredients, started washing and cutting. Prepare own lunch? Why suddenly want to bring own lunch today? At school isn't food not good? Julia somewhat didn't understand. She didn't understand why. Suddenly Ashley wanted to prepare own lunch. But what made her not understand more was. She didn't know Ashley could cook. Right. Knife cutting sound very fast and perfect. Also never stopping. You know how to cook? When did you learn? Never learned, but often watch and imitate. Ashley shrugged. Replied lightly. At this time Julia realized. Ashley completely imitating her cutting movements. Even way holding knife exactly same. She's used to Ashley's imitation ability. Really for her, imitating very easy. What do you want to eat? Let Mom make for you. Ashley raised head. Julia wanted to help Ashley make. Though Ashley can imitate cutting movements. But cooking not that simple. If make wrong will be very bad. Ashley also knew. Her cooking might not be very good. So agreed to let Mom help her. Opened mouth saying, I'll eat anything. Just make dishes. Nathan and Emma like. So at school can share with them. Julia surprised a bit. Paused few seconds then nodded. All right. That's good. Mom knows what Nathan likes eating. Probably Emma also said, what you like eating Mom will make. When Julia finished making. Time before Ashley goes to school. About 20 more minutes. But Ashley already prepared everything. And preparing to go out. You going to meet Nathan and Emma then go to school together? Right. Be careful on road. Julia watched Ashley enter elevator leaving. She felt somewhat vague. Brows slightly furrowed. Seemed thinking about something. Ashley left home then slowly approached Nathan's house. Distance not too far. Ashley walked quite fast, so only about 10 minutes later. She already at Nathan's door. She raised hand preparing to knock. At this time next door opened. Ashley turned head. Eyes met with Crystal Snow just coming out. Ashley immediately frowned, while Crystal Snow face full of awkwardness. Yesterday morning, Crystal Snow and Nathan going out together. Wasn't coincidence, but Crystal Snow prepared early. Then stood at door waiting. When heard sound from next door opening. She then went outside, purpose just to greet. But yesterday's matter made, she now doesn't dare contact Nathan too much. Must go slowly, so she prepared to go out early. To avoid meeting Nathan and others. Afraid being misunderstood by them. Result, didn't meet Nathan. But met, person she currently least wants to meet. Oh my, good morning. Crystal Snow raised hand greeting Ashley. Looking very unnatural. Ashley nodded. Looking down, found Crystal Snow also carrying lunchbox. Ashley squinted looking at Crystal Snow's lunchbox. Crystal Snow also felt Ashley's gaze. She then hid lunchbox behind. I'll go first. Crystal Snow stepped out, slowly walking forward, trying to pass Ashley. Then quickly leave here. But when she passed Ashley, Ashley suddenly reached out, grabbing her arm, making her startled. Don't rush to leave. We're all classmates. Let's go together. Ashley looked at Crystal Snow. Her face showed light smile. Though outside nothing strange. But in Crystal Snow's eyes, that smile somehow not good. At this time, downstairs. Already someone standing there very long. Hiding behind wall corner like waiting for something. Blake watching building door. He's still muttering, oh, what coincidence, so you're here. No, too familiar already? Probably should create bit of distance, feeling better. You're Nathan, right? Yesterday we. Also not right. How to enter here naturally. Chapter 204. Didn't you hit him very painfully last night? Then after a while, Nathan's door opened. Nathan and Emma stepped outside. Seeing two people standing outside door, they startled. My God, Ashley, why are you here? Nathan couldn't help saying crude sentence. Then his eyes looked beside. When saw person beside Ashley was Crystal Snow. He immediately frowned, while Crystal Snow still lowered head, not daring to look straight at Nathan. She now really like someone, speechless. Don't know what to do. Why are you together? Nathan looked at Ashley asking. Because he saw Ashley holding Crystal Snow's wrist. All classmates. Going together no problem. Ashley winked, seemed signaling Nathan and Emma. Three of them quite in sync. Nathan and Emma immediately understood Ashley's meaning. They nodded. Right. Nathan gently said, though he didn't understand what Ashley meant. But he believed Ashley wouldn't do wrong. At this time, Crystal Snow felt her heart suddenly warmed thanks to Ashley. She looked at Ashley's profile, eyes full of gratitude. Didn't expect Ashley not only kept secret for her, but also helped her get closer to Nathan and others. Could it be in Ashley's heart? She's not that bad? So what are you here for? I woke up early, so conveniently came to find you. Woke up early? Nathan didn't doubt Ashley's words. He and Emma went downstairs. When four people stepped out building door, Crystal Snow suddenly trembled, feeling like there's a gaze, making her very uncomfortable approaching. He's here, Crystal Snow muttered. Her eyes quickly searched around. Finally, at a corner, she saw a figure. When others haven't noticed yet, Crystal Snow already locked eyes there. A person from there walked out. It was Blake. Right when Blake stepped out, he saw Crystal Snow beside Nathan. And two looked at each other. Both immediately frowned, like seeing enemies. Ashley noticed Crystal Snow's gaze. She looked over, saw Blake slowly approaching. But Blake completely didn't regard Ashley. In his eyes, Nathan most important person. Next is his girlfriend, Emma. After all, winning over Nathan. Also very important, wanting to win over his girlfriend. And then is his big enemy, Crystal Snow. As for Ashley, he completely didn't want to bother. Just an outsider. Hey, Nathan. Blake stepped over and called gently. Nathan, hearing call, turned head looking back. When saw Blake, he couldn't help being stunned. Somewhat puzzled. Why he appeared here? He still remembers my name? Yesterday just added friends. And doesn't he have grudge with Crystal Snow? Yet now Crystal Snow beside me. What's he here for? You're Blake, right? Yesterday we met. Blake nodded and smiled at Nathan. That's very simple normal action. But in Ashley's eyes, seemed to have some intention. Because she also knew Blake's secret. Heard he's that kind of person. Now, seeing him making these expressions and actions toward Nathan. Really somewhat uncomfortable. But she also clearly knew Blake's purpose. He seemed accidentally meeting them. But actually definitely stood waiting very long. Hey, do you feel? Today seems many people going to school together? Nathan and Emma walking in middle. Beside them three other people. Standing beside two of them. First time they go to school together with so many people. Making now they holding hands. Really somewhat embarrassed. Like being watched by someone. Hey, you all take this road to school? Me too. Oh, our class monitor is your good friend, right? I heard you and he very close. Right, very close. Blake kept standing beside Nathan talking. Looking like normal conversation, but like he already prepared script. Crystal Snow standing aside angrily grinding teeth. Originally, should be her chatting with Nathan. But now because of Blake, she temporarily can't approach Nathan. She can only stand aside, watching angrily. At this time, Ashley suddenly elbowed Crystal Snow. Softly said, "You go pull him away." Okay? Crystal Snow raised head, looking at Ashley with surprised face. Nothing not okay. Didn't you hit him very comfortably? Right now Nathan probably also uncomfortable. You pull him away. Maybe even leave good impression with Nathan. Really, alright. Crystal Snow nodded, agreeing with Ashley's words, then walked toward Blake. One hand directly grabbed his arm. What are you doing? Now Blake has conditioned reflex. Every time Crystal Snow touches him, he startles. Whole person can't help trembling. Stop bothering others. Don't care if he wants to talk to you or not. Really so troublesome. Crystal Snow frowned, scolded once. Then, forcibly pulled Blake away. Hey, what's it to you? You want to bully me? You want to hit me? Blake still shouting when saying bully. He deliberately raised voice, but Nathan and everyone seemed not caring what Blake's saying. They looked at each other, somewhat surprised. Didn't expect Crystal Snow would pull Blake away. Honestly, they really felt Blake somewhat troublesome. Early morning, they about to take exam. Nathan still memorizing formulas in heart. But Blake kept standing beside bothering, talking non-stop. Crystal Snow's action made Nathan and Emma somewhat change thoughts in heart. Crystal Snow pulled Blake away. Only Ashley left, still walking beside Nathan and Emma. Ashley suddenly asked, "Oh, by the way, this weekend want to visit Columbia University? Going to tour a bit is fine. Didn't you say have relatives studying there?" "Right, this weekend." Nathan looked at Emma beside, wanting to ask her opinion. She herself also fine. Emma continuously nodded, said, "Good, that's good. We just go find Sister Sarah to play. She and I have chatted a lot on phone. She even actively invited us to visit." Chapter 205. What do you want to say? About Nathan? Friday lunchtime. Crystal Snow sitting in place. Before her lunch she prepared early morning. But now she has no mood to eat. And keeps lowering head, pressing lips, looking very conflicted. Because lunch today she only sitting here alone. Emma already went eating with Nathan. Also didn't call her. She also didn't dare go there. Her lunch also prepared beforehand. Analyzed as dishes Nathan and Emma like. Said to suit taste. But now doesn't dare go there. Also doesn't dare give them to eat. Definitely they'll think she has no good intentions. Sigh. Am I not suitable for this path? Probably should give up. Crystal Snow opened lunchbox, preparing to eat all those dishes. At this time Nathan and Emma, together with Ashley, three people, not that they don't notice Crystal Snow. But Nathan and Emma not sure what situation Crystal Snow has. Ashley glanced at Crystal Snow once. Said to two of them, "She's not bad person. But her overly enthusiastic attitude really is pretending. Why does she have to do that?" Facing Nathan's question, Ashley stunned a bit, feeling like suddenly, she thought a lot. Probably because new environment. Don't want to be isolated? So rushing to make friends. Her video definitely has some misunderstanding. After all, seeing still not necessarily right. Nathan doubtfully frowned, looking at Ashley asking, "Today you seem saying many good words about her. You say what's good about her?" "Actually nothing. Just investigated a bit." Ashley showed smile. And Nathan didn't ask more. He didn't trust Crystal Snow. But definitely would trust Ashley. Since Ashley said so. Nathan also felt relieved. Then tell her come eat here. Looking at her standing there also pitiful. Nathan looked toward Emma. Softly said. Emma nodded. Then stood up, preparing to go call Crystal Snow over to eat. When she just stood up and preparing to approach Crystal Snow, a figure suddenly blocked in front of her, stopping her. Emma frowned, looking at person in front. Face not very pleasant. Person in front was her best friend in middle school, but eventually became estranged. "What are you doing?" Emma spoke up, gently asked, while Rose secretly glanced toward Crystal Snow, seeing she didn't look up. Then softly said to Emma, "I have something want to tell you." "What can't be said here?" Emma slightly startled. She long hasn't talked with Rose. Now suddenly she wants private talk. She also has to be cautious. I just want to remind you few things. After all, recently you might meet some danger. Rose's words made Emma frown tightly. She really felt recently something's off. But also can't point out where problem is. Just feeling something secretly happening. And she doesn't know. Then you wait for me a bit. Emma softly replied. Then walked past Rose. And approached Crystal Snow. When Emma walked past, Rose bit her lips tightly. Face full of worry. Hey. Emma gently patted Crystal Snow's shoulder. Called out once. You. Crystal Snow raised her head looking at Emma. Eyes immediately widened. Mouth slightly opened. Face full of disbelief. She really didn't expect today Emma would come find her. Yesterday she still saw that video. She already went and ate with everyone. Come over, eat with everyone. Eating together is more fun. Emma showed a smile, making Crystal Snow feel warm immediately. Warm afternoon sunlight shining through thin curtains, illuminating Emma's face. Combined with that smile, Crystal Snow felt like in an instant, she saw an angel bringing gentleness. Yes, of course yes. You go first, I'll go out for a bit. Emma gently patted Crystal Snow's back, then turned and glanced at Rose. Her face also became serious. Both left the classroom. Crystal Snow also stood up, holding her lunch, carefully walking toward Nathan and everyone. Emma. Ashley raised her head, but only saw Crystal Snow walking alone. She then asked doubtfully. Nathan also immediately stood up. His face became serious. His body lunged forward at this moment, making Crystal Snow step back, almost dropping the lunch in her hands. Oh, she just said going out a bit. Let me come over first. Crystal Snow softly replied. She looked lacking confidence, still not daring to look straight at Nathan's eyes. Could only look at Ashley. After all, Ashley still clearly knew her situation. Might help her a bit. All right, just do it. She probably went to restroom. We'll be back soon. At school, what could she do anyway? Ashley quickly signaled Nathan, reminding him to sit down, and pointed at empty chair in front, signaling Crystal Snow to sit down. Nathan, hearing this, then slowly sat down, while Crystal Snow also very careful, afraid of doing something wrong. Because when Nathan stood up, she was very scared, afraid of this man, made her feel fear in an instant. This man suddenly emitted an aura making her worried. At this time, Emma already went with Rose to the stairwell. This had become their frequent private chat place, because here rarely had teachers passing. So quite safe. What do you want to say? About Nathan? Emma stared at Rose. She didn't know what she planned to do. Though Rose never straightforwardly said about she likes Nathan. But Emma wasn't stupid. She could see. Until now, she no longer cared about Rose. Feeling like already given up. Now she's somewhat worried. Don't know if Rose plans to say something about Nathan. Who knows? Rose without hesitation shook head, intently looking at Emma, and said, I want to talk about Crystal Snow. She's very strange. Very strange. She seems trying to befriend you. But I can see her real purpose is Nathan. Chapter 206. Just simply wanting you and Nathan to be harmonious. Nathan, how could? What do you mean? Emma first was somewhat stunned. Then, like not thinking much, she showed worried expression. Because regardless real or fake, just hearing someone has intentions toward Nathan, her heart involuntarily worried. She could only feel Crystal Snow approaching herself, but didn't feel she had any intention toward Nathan. After all, she maintained quite good distance. Rose blinked looking around. Seemed afraid someone eavesdropping. I'm not sure. But I've observed her several days. I'm certain she has intentions toward Nathan. Why are you so certain? This is intuition. Rose somewhat stammered, her mind almost confused by Emma's question. Actually, she couldn't say. She felt Crystal Snow very similar to herself before, when trying not to care. But actually, deliberately appearing beside, though she's newcomer. No one familiar. Class has over 20 boys. Why could she connect with Nathan? All right, but why? Telling me these things? Emma frowned. Whatever Rose's purpose. But at least her words useful to me. She didn't know why. Rose helping her, though they haven't talked a long time. And friendship broken. Now she's saying these words. Making her hard to trust her. I just want to prevent her achieving purpose. Not having any grudge with her. Just wanting you and Nathan harmonious. Emma stared at Rose, saying nothing. But her eyes seemed saying something. After a while, Emma then slowly spoke. Gently said, I know. Thank you for telling me. I'll pay attention to her. After speaking, she turned leaving. Rose seemed wanting to say something more. She reached out hand, but when hand still midair slowly lowered. Wanting to speak but stopping. Could only see bit of loneliness in her eyes. For so long, she couldn't imagine becoming old friend, yet having no relationship. Maybe whatever she says, whatever does, can't salvage anymore. Class about to end. This friendship probably can't revive anymore. Emma returned to classroom. Saw Crystal Snow already sitting there. But seemed she didn't dare look at Nathan. If really according to Rose's words, Crystal Snow definitely would have some contact with Nathan when she's not paying attention. With that thought, Emma didn't rush outside, but hid a door secretly watching. Trying to find evidence. But she waited very long. Also didn't see Crystal Snow have any action. Instead, she felt Crystal Snow seemed very careful. She seemed afraid. Nathan lightly tapped table. Suddenly stood up. Then said, I'll go find her. All this time Crystal Snow startled, scared a bit. Though not very clear, but still let Emma see. Emma frowned a bit. She felt somewhat puzzled, originally. Though just being startled by table tap. Shouldn't have this reaction. Really like afraid Nathan would suddenly hit her. Strange, Emma muttered. At this time Nathan also walked over. Almost bumped into Emma. Why are you here? Where did you just go? Nathan worriedly asked. Eating, then suddenly going outside. Also not telling me anything. Made me so worried. Emma hadn't yet replied. At this time, Rose just returned. When seeing Rose, Nathan tightly frowned. A thought appeared in head. He suspected Emma just now. Probably was called away by Rose. Seeing Nathan's eyes, Rose slightly adjusted posture, then lowered head. Without saying word, walked straight into classroom. It's fine, let's go back. Emma pulled Nathan's hand, walking with him toward classroom. Both at this time had doubts in hearts. But didn't speak out. Emma sat back in old seat. Looked once toward Crystal Snow. At this time, Crystal Snow also just raised head looking at her once. Two looked at each other a moment. Crystal Snow hurriedly turned away eyes. What are you afraid of? Emma couldn't help asking. This state completely different from yesterday. Too strange. Crystal Snow using chopsticks poking at rice. Pressing lips. Looking quite awkward. Plus, Nathan and Ashley both looking at her. So many eyes directed making her more nervous. Not fear, but worry. Worried you all will fear me. Because I know. Yesterday you all saw that video. Crystal Snow hesitantly said, voice getting smaller. Ashley seeing her like this not seeming fake. Then spoke. If there's misunderstanding, you can explain to us. We also don't know clearly story's cause. Will you believe me? Just say it. Nathan gently said. Then. Crystal Snow told everyone about video's truth. In video, person she taught was the bully. Already bullied many students. Those students came finding Crystal Snow. Asking her help. Because even that bully also didn't dare touch Crystal Snow. Knew she not easy to mess with. Crystal Snow also softened. Seeing many people begging, she helped. The bully was expelled. She also received deserved punishment. But became hero in many people's hearts. When Nathan and Emma finished listening, both didn't have strong reaction. Seemed not very surprised. Nathan just nodded. Then calmly said, I understand. Do you believe? Ashley beside spoke. Believe. Because you don't need to lie to us. Because she already knew truth. Knew Crystal Snow not lying. Crystal Snow continuously nodded. And affirmed. I affirm it's true. Definitely true. I'm not lying to you. I also have no reason to lie to you. Unless at this time. Emma slowly opened mouth. Crystal Snow turned looking at her. Saw Emma staring at herself. Her eyes narrowed a bit. I say if you're lying, then could be. You want to protect your image in someone's eyes. Chapter 207. And later won't have any relationship with that person anymore. Crystal Snow stunned for a second. Then shook head saying, not that. I really not lying. What I said all truth. So her expression and eyes showed no flaw. Emma looked at her once then. Nodded. Said nothing more. After school, Nathan and Emma went home first. Not giving anyone chance to find them. This morning going to school already many people together. Evening if again going with too many people. Really very uncomfortable. Coming to evening before sleeping. Both lying on bed. Nathan leaning against headboard. While Emma leaning in Nathan's arms. Two curled in blanket, feeling comfort. Enjoying space only for them. Emma raised head looking at Nathan's profile. Saw him intently playing game. At this time, she originally couldn't bear disturbing. But one thing still suppressed in her heart. She also didn't feel comfortable. If not speaking out then tonight definitely can't sleep. Nathan. Nathan hearing Emma calling him. Immediately put down phone. Looking at her, wanting to hear what she says. Emma lowered head. One finger. Drawing circles on Nathan's chest. Softly said, I want to ask you about Crystal Snow. What do you think of her? I don't have any thoughts. Actually I don't pay attention to her. Until now I don't even remember what her face looks like. Nathan hesitantly said. His mind spinning. Seemed afraid of saying wrong thing. Though emotional quotient increased a lot. But facing this survival question. He's still somewhat unprepared. Then do you feel these days? Much contact with her? Today noon I went out. Did you and she say anything? Emma consecutively asked several questions. Making Nathan stunned. Couldn't say a word. This was first time he heard Emma care about a girl like this. But he really had no contact or conversation with Crystal Snow. So Emma, could this be sign of possessiveness? Nathan though not showing outside. But heart surged with joy. His girl having possessiveness. Really good thing. Proves she cares about him. Nathan reached out hugging Emma. Whispered in her ear. I swear. I have no contact with her at all. We almost don't talk to each other at all. You rest assured. Later also won't have any relationship with her. Emma hearing Nathan say this. Worries in her heart immediately vanished. She reached hugging Nathan's neck. Her head leaning on Nathan's chest. Gently said. I know. Both hugged each other very long. Nathan suddenly remembered this weekend coming. Oh by the way, didn't we arrange this weekend? Going to play at Columbia University? Need to tell Sister Sarah? Alright, let's go find her to play. She'll definitely be very happy. She probably not sleeping yet. I'll tell her. Emma happily took out phone. Preparing to message Sarah. After a while, Emma already started chatting with Sarah on phone. She still had bright smile on face. Nathan looking at Emma, felt very admiring. Didn't expect Sarah gradually becoming happier thanks to her. Even my aunt already called. Thanking Emma earnestly. Alright, she agreed. We just go find her. She'll go play with us. Okay. I'll ask Lucas and others. Maybe they also want to go together. Emma continuously nodded. Happily said. Good. I also haven't seen Peach long time. Definitely will be very lively. After getting response, Nathan then asked Lucas. After a while also got answer from there. Logically, he and Peach wouldn't go out. But playing at Columbia University can also tour a bit. Will be useful for choosing major later. Then I agree. 2 days later, weekend arrived. Nathan and Emma woke early and started preparing. Usually at this time, Ashley would remind them from night before. Reminding repeatedly about waking early. To point they're used to waking early. But don't know why this time. Ashley didn't remind them. Nathan came out from bathroom. Saw Emma standing before mirror. Holding a coat in front. Nathan recognized this coat, but never saw Emma wear it. Why want to wear it today? Nathan walked over, and gently hugged Emma's waist from behind. Softly asked. Emma smiled, took out phone. Showed Nathan a photo. That photo Sarah sent Emma to share today's outfit. And outfit she wearing. Also quite similar to what Emma holding. Oh, you want to dress like her? You always pay attention to such details. Nathan gently tapped Emma's nose. Praised her once, making Emma show bright smile. All right, let's hurry. Just asked Ashley, she's on way here. Okay, let's go. Two hurriedly walked faster, and Ashley also arrived at their home after 2 minutes. This time she didn't hurry urging. Just sat beside, quietly waiting. They waited until 3 left door. Then prepared to meet Lucas. And Ashley too. Ring. 3 entered elevator. When going downstairs, door next to Nathan's opened. Crystal Snow poked head out, carefully looking around, confirming no one outside door. Then opened door going outside. She entered elevator, went to first floor. Like following Nathan and others. Until she went out and reached street corner. Suddenly a voice sounded behind. Hey. Ah, Crystal Snow startled, turned looking. Saw person behind really was Blake. Damn it, what are you doing? Blake frowned, pinching arm, then said, I still want to ask you. What are you planning? Following? No, you don't need to worry. I just going out for walk. Then why are you here? I see you like following. Blake snorted, smirked, nodded once, said, right. Really shameless admitting like that. Too shameless. Chapter 208. I'm not afraid of what you do. As long as you don't like me. Emma and Peach meeting. Immediately opened arms running toward each other. Giving each other big hug. They hadn't met long time. Last meeting was before New Year. Time passed really fast. Already almost 2 months. Lucas. Then walked toward Nathan and Ashley. Smiled lightly. Asked. Why suddenly want to play at Columbia University? Probably you want to test there? Ashley nodded, replied. Right. My family's hospital there. See, nothing bad touring. Also right. Then we'll go together. Want to see how school environment is. Several people talking while boarding subway. Heading to Columbia University. 3 girls sitting talking, while Nathan and Lucas standing in front of them. Hey, what's with that Blake guy? You know him? I feel like he already knew you before. Lucas suddenly mentioned this issue, looking at Nathan. Nathan thought a moment, shook head saying, I don't know him. Also don't know what he's planning. Really very strange. Really? Then I see. He seems often approaching you. Every time after school, if he's not staying in classroom. Then going somewhere, or wandering outside. Also not paying attention, let him be. A guy, I'm not afraid of what he does. As long as he doesn't like me. Suddenly Nathan laughed lightly. Ashley suddenly covered mouth, laughing loudly. Everyone surprised looking at her. Saw her laughing uncontrollably. Nathan frowned. Don't tell me since when you have strange laughing style? Haha, not that. You don't understand my humor. Definitely you'll know, haha. Ashley laughed until couldn't breathe. Until corners of her eyes showed tears from laughing. Then slowly stopped. Nathan slightly curled lips. Recently she's also really strange. At this time, outside 2 train cars. Crystal Snow and Blake were here. Their destination same as Nathan and Emma's. After all, they just came to follow. Very likely today whole day they won't gain anything. But if opportunity appears, helping something, then absolutely very useful. Feelings will increase greatly. So even secretly following all day. They also agree to do. Why is our class monitor also coming here? Now even harder to do. Blake holding binoculars in hand. Already using binoculars in subway. Successfully attracted strange looks from people around. Isn't he sick? Taking binoculars peeping at others in subway. Can he really see clearly? Crystal Snow standing beside. Face indescribable. Hard to imagine. Her competition opponent is this kind of person. Really lowering her own value. Don't understand anything. Know yourself, no enemy. 100 battles, 100 victories. You think this following just to find opportunity? Of course must investigate more information. Blake coldly laughed. Still thought Crystal Snow. Just jealous of his faster progress. Crystal Snow also really said nothing more. Then stood far from him. Afraid others recognizing they know each other. Hey, that what's her name, Ashley. Why always following them? Is their relationship that good? Blake looking at people in binoculars and sighing. He planned to observe Nathan and Emma. Result: Ashley always blocking in front of them, affecting his observation. At this time, he saw Ashley turn head, like looking into his eyes. In the binoculars. Immediately, Ashley raised middle finger. Shook once, then lowered. Turned head away. Blake immediately put down binoculars. Eyes wide open. Face full of horror. Expression like just overly panicked. What situation was that? That middle finger for me? Impossible. Me and them separated by 2 train cars. Me holding binoculars looking at them. How could possibly see me? Definitely an impossible coincidence. Not right. Why would Ashley suddenly look at me? Blake thinking forever, couldn't understand. Mind completely blank. At this time, Crystal Snow sitting playing phone. Suddenly received a message. When seeing that message, Crystal Snow almost dropped phone. That was message from Ashley. She and Ashley were online friends, but never chatted back and forth together. She also didn't dare actively message Ashley. Currently in her heart, if Nathan is second most scary person, then Ashley is most scary person. Right? You and that guy following us, right? Did he use some binoculars to peep at us? Crystal Snow swallowed saliva, forehead sweating cold, only felt spine cold. She really knew. Crystal Snow today going out following. What she feared most was being discovered by Ashley. Feeling like everything can't escape her eyes. Didn't expect already discovered early. Even knew about Blake following. How did you know? Crystal Snow couldn't suppress curiosity in heart. Messaged asking. Ashley on other side quickly replied. Just guessed. Just need to use your way of thinking to judge. Looking at your reaction like this. I'm sure guessed right? No problem. Guessing wrong also normal. I'm not divine. But you guessing like this. Probably already divine. Actually guessed it? Probably easy to guess? Crystal Snow eyes wide, mouth opened big, looking unbelievable. She thought guessing she and Blake following. Also normal. After all, Ashley knew their purpose. But being able to guess Blake following. Really somewhat excessive. After all, if it were me, I would also guess Blake would follow. Because he's really that kind of person. I understand. Crystal Snow honestly replied to Ashley. Then closed phone. Looking at Blake still standing there, surprised expression. Started thinking. Currently Blake still doesn't know Ashley's real identity. Also doesn't know how scary she is. Definitely I can't oppose Ashley. So do I have any way? Can through Ashley eliminate Blake, this threat? First definitely must make Blake and Ashley become enemies. Crystal Snow looked at Blake saying. Hey, come here, I'll tell you something. Blake regained spirit, walked to Crystal Snow asking. Oh, what? Do you know? Oh no, I'm saying who is our biggest obstacle currently? Obstacle who? Hey, wait a moment, I seem to know already. Blake and Crystal Snow looked at each other. Both frowned. Then said in unison, Ashley. Definitely must predict danger. Help her solve everything right. Everyone arrived at Columbia University. A very famous university. Very large area. Campus also very lively. Many people coming and going. Mostly young people. Everyone walking on small path. Admiring campus environment. Emma walking at back. Holding phone contacting Sarah. Nathan slowed down walking beside Emma. Asked. How? Did she say anything? Where do we find her? She said we just walk around first. She has some business with department head, will come find us later. Oh, all right. Nathan held Emma's hand. Both like other couples on campus. Enjoying moments walking together. Lucas and Peach also. Haven't met long time. Finally meeting, don't want to separate. Feeling like compared to touring school. They really care about each other more. Look, she's alone again. Really don't know what she came here for. Being third wheel? Far away. Blake still holding binoculars. Peeping at them ahead. Seeing 2 other couples holding hands. Looking very intimate. Only Ashley walking alone. Playing with phone. Looking quite lonely. They're friends. Won't care about these things. Give me to look. Crystal Snow snatched Blake's binoculars. Looked once. She's not stupid like Blake. She clearly knew Nathan's identity, but she absolutely couldn't tell Blake. Most important now is how to make Blake and Ashley become enemies. I say, if Ashley beside you will be very hard approaching Nathan. She'll definitely find every way to stop you. After all, when I was in class, also often blocked by Ashley. Crystal Snow put down binoculars. Lied to Blake once, just to confuse, making Blake pay attention to Nathan. Not her. Blake lightly frowned, touching his chin. Then what to do? Must make her conscious a bit. Don't bother us. Maybe can still use her. What do you think? I don't know. You decide yourself. But I think tempting probably won't work. Who dares guarantee she'll listen? You think I'm reasonable? Blake's eyes flashed with cruelty. Nodded. Then maybe have to scare her. Crystal Snow looked at him once. Hey, don't do anything excessive. Anything illegal. I'll tell your dad. Don't worry, just scare her a bit. I'm not mafia or anything. Blake waved hand. Casually said. Crystal Snow said that, but actually in her heart hoping he makes big trouble. After all, this doesn't involve her. Only benefits herself. Definitely no harm. Why did you come here today? Don't know to give up? He's after all excellent student. Can't have chance. Stop talking nonsense. Crystal Snow and Blake, two people, heard two young men talking behind. Voice quite loud. At least outside speaking loudly like this. Also has no awareness at all. Two people turned their heads back. Frowned looking over. Saw two young men smoking while walking. Looking from appearance. Didn't look like students at all. On the contrary, they looked more like society people. But age not that old. Didn't look much older than them. At least they could be certain. These two definitely weren't Columbia University students. Two male students walked past them. When passing by, still turned head looking at Crystal Snow once. That gaze made Crystal Snow slightly tremble all over, making her feel extremely disgusted. Eyes carrying a smirk. If not for law not allowing. She really wanted to step forward. Smash those two's eyes. Hey, look ahead, there are some beautiful girls. Look there. At this time two male students. Like discovering new continent. Immediately eyes lit up, intently looking at Emma and others. Wow, these girls really wonderful. Also Columbia University students. Why didn't I notice before? But doesn't she have a boyfriend? No, there's still one lone person. Go look from front. Maybe can get contact number or something. Two male students pushing each other. Walking toward Emma and group. Though they saw only Ashley alone by herself. But seemed they didn't give up. The remaining girls, eyes still continuously scanning three people. With extremely uncomfortable gaze. At this time Crystal Snow and Blake looked at each other. Corner of mouth slightly raised, showing smile. Seems opportunity has come. Both also eyes lit up. They followed here today. Isn't it to find opportunity like this? Later if these two men approach harassing them. Isn't opportunity coming to hand? I don't care anymore. I'll make move first. Blake rotating wrist. Said then planned to rush up blocking those two male students. But just stepped one step then got pulled back by Crystal Snow. Lowered voice saying, not that. What's wrong with you? Nothing happened yet. What are you doing now? Blake frowned saying, but we must ensure Emma's safety. Definitely must predict danger. Help her solve everything right. You move aside. Does Emma need your protection? Your body even adding 5 more people not enough to protect Emma. HMPH, two male students slowed steps. Planning to pass by everyone. Then accidentally turned head looking at them once. Moving forward, attracting attention of Emma and group. But they also didn't care too much. Next moment, one of two male students turned head looking. Planning to act like not looking at them. But when seeing front face of 3 girls. His eyes immediately widened. Oh monkey, so beautiful, brother. Pretty as beauty queen. Really? Other man hearing this, also hurriedly turned head. He glanced at Ashley, then looked at Peach and Emma. Finally eyes stopped on Emma's face. His footsteps also suddenly stopped. Hey, what are you doing? His friend immediately panicked. Don't know why he suddenly stopped. Planning to pull him away. But he stood still, just staring at Emma. Nathan also noticed that male student. Immediately frowned. That male student raised hand pointing at Emma. Shouted loudly. Are you Emma? Then you can only squeeze in. Oh monkey, rock. You really know her, really? The other person. Immediately. Grabbed shoulder of male student named Stone. Shouted in low voice. Looking extremely excited. Eyes red like about to cry. After all, his best friend knows such beautiful girls. He didn't know. Who could stand it? Nathan and group also stunned. Standing still in place. Heart suddenly ached. Nathan turned looking at Emma. While Emma, after brief stunned moment, lowered head, gently replied, "No, you're mistaken." Emma's answer made Nathan and group more confused. Why deny? Means she still knows this male student? Stone's slightly serious face, then contemptuously laughed. If I understand you don't want to admit, fine. But not to point of being so cruel, right? We after all considered half family, right? Tisk, whose family with you? The shameless words, like directly igniting Emma, raised head cursing once, looking extremely emotional. Beside, Lucas and Peach both startled. They first time seeing Emma like this. What exactly happening? Lucas lowered voice, asked quietly. Is he Emma's ex-boyfriend? Peach frowned, shaking head, denying unbelievably. Emma's first love is Nathan. How could there be ex-boyfriend? Nathan at this time also extremely puzzled. Asked, you know him? Who exactly is he? Stone crossed arms, confidently raised chin, mouth showing smile. Loudly, I'm her brother. Nathan immediately eyes wide open. Mature face turned ashen. Before he met Emma's aunt. Also not too surprised. But he never heard that Emma had a brother. Emma pointed at Stone, angrily said, get lost. You still have face? We don't even have blood relationship. How dare you say you're my brother? Why isn't my dad also your dad? What's wrong with what I said? You're nitpicking. Speaking of this, Nathan and Ashley seem to understand. Also seem to know this person's identity. Probably this guy's biological father. Is person in power after Emma. Probably such relationship. Before when they went eating hot pot together. Met a woman who made Emma cry. Finally was driven away by Nathan's mom. At that time said, that person was Emma's dad's ex-wife. So this guy, probably that woman's son, at that time also said, had a son with ex-wife. After Emma's parents died, ex-wife brought son to occupy house, making Emma homeless. It's this guy in front, saying Emma's brother is right and also not right. According to this relationship, two people have same father. Emma calling brother also fine. But two people really have no blood relationship. Saying brother also bit forced. Why like this? We standing here listening bit inconvenient, right? I also think so. Let's walk around a bit. Standing here probably even more awkward. Lucas and Peach spoke softly. Then sneakily withdrew. They also considered for Emma. So not listening to these things. Afraid Emma embarrassed. But though they don't. For Emma's honor not planning to listen. But there are two people. Now straining eyes wanting to hear every word. Listening what they say. What are they saying? Seems talking about dad. Your dad, my dad. Can't hear clearly. At this time Crystal Snow and Blake hiding behind tree. Blake one hand holding binoculars. One hand holding something like speaker. Placed close to ear. Trying to hear distant people's conversation. But only heard vaguely few sentences. Crystal Snow squatting. Taking notes in notebook. Get lost. I can read lip movements. Crystal Snow stood up. Snatched binoculars from Blake's hand. While Blake holding pen and notebook. Preparing to record Crystal Snow's transmission. Taking notes. What else do you want? You've forced me to dead end. Crystal Snow speaking. Blake writing. Two cooperating very well. Unexpectedly. There's such story. This is good opportunity. Help Emma solve pain. Won't get Nathan's affection? Blake writing very fast. Eyes sparkling. Looking very excited. But while writing, Crystal Snow suddenly silent. What to say? Can't you read lip movements? Who's speaking now? Crystal Snow looking through binoculars. While pressing lips. Throat moving, saying. Nathan is cursing. Stop writing. Oh, all right. Nathan and Ashley knowing Stone's identity. Also not polite anymore. They feared Stone. Like his mother. Making Emma cry. So they directly confronted Stone. Not giving Stone chance to bully Emma. Stone seemed calm. Regardless what Nathan and Ashley said. Also didn't change expression. Male beside him couldn't stand it. Occasionally saying few rebuttal sentences. Protecting his good friend. Oh heavens. I don't know what situation you're in. You should have said earlier. After all, I'm your brother. Of course would help you. Stone spreading arms, shaking head. Full of pity appearance. No matter how well he acts. In Emma's eyes. All naked mockery. Hearing both angry and nauseating. Like this you quickly move back home. After all, home's still better. Am I right? Thing is, you know, only 2 bedrooms. My mom in master room, I in your old room. So you can only squeeze with me. Stone smiled lightly. Softly said. Damn it. Nathan instinctively wanted to raise hand. Beat him severely. Still squeeze with him. Emma and I already slept together so long. Also thanks to my strong will. Always trying to endure. This guy. With Emma has no blood relationship. What calculating everyone clearly knows. In instant. Crystal Snow in darkness immediately dropped binoculars. Preparing to rush out and act. Quick action. Blake also understood. Lightly nodded. Okay. Protect target well. Nathan is top priority. Then is Emma. Don't mind that. Ashley. Speak. How much did he pay you? Crystal Snow verbally agreed. But thinking how could ignore Ashley. Logically Ashley and Emma. Equally important status. Must be protected. However that night, Crystal Snow felt pressure from Ashley. Maybe herself basically not qualified to protect. Wait. Just when Nathan couldn't help wanting to act. Emma timely pulled him back. Avoiding him really being impulsive. If acted, then more trouble. She looked at Nathan. Lightly shook head. Comfortingly said, don't bother with this kind of person. Not worth it, just ignore him. It's fine, I won't be affected by such things anymore. Emma showed a smile, making Nathan immediately calm down. This smile seemed telling him. Her current life already could make her no longer affected by these negative emotions. Before being angry to tears. Really both helpless and pitiful. But now everything Nathan and they brought her already helped her step out of that darkness. Alright, Nathan smiled faintly. To reassure her more. After all, he's not hot-tempered person. Every anger because of Emma's matters. That's what he absolutely couldn't tolerate. Nathan and Emma not planning to pursue anymore. But Stone not planning to let go. He coldly laughed once. Evaluating Nathan up and down. Said, isn't it Emma? This is your boyfriend? After all, just playing around, right? After all, now you can only rely on this way to live. Keep changing boyfriends. Let them support you, right? How much did this guy pay you? Nathan and Emma raised heads. Just using cold eyes glaring at him once. Cursing psycho. Then not planning to pay attention to him anymore. Continued walking forward. They really don't want to waste time on this guy. Really exactly like his mother. No wonder flesh and blood. That deserving beating ability really abundant. Seeing Nathan and them leaving. Stone then called after their backs. You be careful. You look at him so big and tall. Later definitely will domestic violence. Moreover, just looking knows not honest person. Definitely playing around a lot outside. Say it again. And suddenly clenched fists. Turned around, eyes full of resentment glaring at him. I say however many times, then what? He looks not like good person already. Am I wrong? Emma's shoulders slightly trembling. Like trying to suppress emotions. Next second she couldn't hold back anymore. I must fight you to death. Words not finished. Emma already wanted to rush forward. Momentum wanting to kill Stone. Directly burst out. Nathan startled once. Eyes wide open. Right after hurriedly hugged Emma. Hugged her in arms. Baby. Calm. Didn't you say? Don't bother with him. No, he dares say that, must kill him. Emma now in Nathan's arms. She still continuously struggling. Nathan almost couldn't hold. What, still want to kill me? Come, I'm standing right here. Let's see how you kill me. Stone jumping around, not afraid. Instead continuously advancing. Like completely not taking Emma seriously. About to fight. Blake's turn. Realized opportunity has come. Can appear now. However, when he just planned to rush out. Unexpectedly held back by Crystal Snow. Wait, don't rush, not time yet. Clearly about to fight. You want to steal my credit? Not you, look. Seems someone coming. Just calm down first. See situation, then talk. At this time Stone's friend also noticed. Then hurriedly patted his arm. Softly said, hey, Sarah coming. Where? Stone immediately eyes wide. Raised head looking forward like turtle. Really saw a figure he always dreamed of. Hurriedly walking toward them. Seeing this person. Corner of Stone's mouth stretched. Smiled extremely lewdly. Making anyone seeing disgusted. My beloved Sarah coming. Why is she so hurried? Could it be coming to find me? Today really my lucky day. Stone started fixing hair and clothes. Like already forgot Nathan. And Emma in front. Sarah walked over, then stopped beside everyone. Stone's heart in instant like jumping out. These times before Sarah always ignored. Directly walked away. No matter what said couldn't keep her. But today is closest ever. Could today his love luck about to work? Sarah this eye. Stone just opened mouth, not finished speaking. Already saw Sarah's cold eyes. Glaring straight through. Moreover face and expression extremely cold. Making people unconsciously want to stay away. Stone immediately shut mouth. Stepped back one step. Said nothing more. Actually he's used to it. Because Sarah originally like this. Everyone knows. So no matter how beautiful no one dares pursue. After all this door closed so tight not even crack. Completely no place to squeeze in. Stone is exception. Always persistently clinging. Completely relying on that shameless thickness. Emma seeing Sarah. Immediately brightened face. Happily called sister. Hearing Emma's sweet call. Sarah's face immediately from gloomy turned bright. Turned head. Corner of mouth also raised light smile. She lightly nodded. Softly replied once. Just turned head. Seemed became different person. Stone's eyes almost fell out. Corner of mouth twitching. Scared almost silly. This state of Sarah. He never seen before. Don't say him, probably everyone never seen. Many people think. Sarah has cold face syndrome. Who knew her face could also be gentle like this? Even knows how to smile. You and she know each other? Stone trembling raised hand. Pointing at Emma and Sarah. Stammering asked. Sarah turned around. Face again became extremely scary. Glaring straight at Stone. Nathan and Emma blocking behind her. Slowly opened mouth. In neither loud nor soft voice said. This is my brother and sister-in-law. Chapter 212. She spoke, oh heavens. Sarah opened mouth and spoke. Stone's friends behind all shocked, stunned. Covering mouths with horrified expressions. Stunned like struck by lightning. So much time. He never heard Sarah say one sentence. Sometimes even doubted. Don't know if Sarah mute. Or has autism or something. So not saying one sentence. Didn't expect today hearing her speak. Really most memorable moment of Columbia University year. Stone also couldn't believe. Whether Sarah opening mouth speaking. Or content she just uttered. All made Stone extremely shocked. Girl he day and night pursued. How could be related to Emma? Moreover related to Emma's boyfriend. This made his mind instantly stop working. Thinking ability returned to zero. Complete blank. At this time Blake and Crystal Snow. Discovering incident continued hiding. Looking for next opportunity. And secretly investigating situation. Hurry, what did they just say? Who exactly is that girl? Blake holding pen and notebook preparing to record. He absolutely didn't want to miss any important information. But Crystal Snow holding binoculars staring long time. Still didn't say one word. Making Blake extremely anxious. At this time Crystal Snow knew Sarah's identity. She not just bit surprised. Didn't expect one matter not clarified. Result appeared another Nathan's relative. Moreover most important is, Nathan's family also beautiful? She said she's Nathan's online friend. Met online. Talking also quite compatible. So today came here together to play. Crystal Snow like breathing. Simply dropped a lie. After all Blake doesn't know anything. Such important information. Why must she share out? They originally competitors. Of course, more advantages for self better. Blake frowned, stunned a moment. Then suddenly understood, nodding. Oh. So that's it. Turns out online friend. No wonder. Looks also not important character, just forget it. Right. Nathan stepped out. He couldn't let a girl protect him. He stepped forward, asking, you know them? Sarah shook head. Softly said, don't know. Seems students from neighboring school. Neighboring school. Ashley softly said once by everyone's ear. Others then suddenly understood, nodding heads. Faces showing, so that's how it is. So having this kind of student. Really, that neighboring school quite bad. At least famous for, very bad. Admission extremely low. Students like Stone, coming from that school, could also say. Reasonable matter. Stone and his friends felt lost all face. He stepped forward awkwardly, laughing few times. Said, all just misunderstanding. All misunderstandings. I'm Emma's brother. We're all family. Don't believe, then ask her. Stone pointed at Emma. Then crazily winking, signaling. That begging eyes almost overflowing. If eyes could kneel. Then Stone hated couldn't kowtow before Emma immediately. This is great opportunity to climb relationship with Sarah. How many male students in school all dream of saying one sentence to Sarah? If self could have bit relationship with Sarah, then absolutely could boast long time. Moreover, after climbing relationship, then self has reason to chat with Sarah. Not purely harassment anymore. All this hope placed on Emma. Why didn't you say earlier? If knew early you and Sarah have such relationship, then I definitely would treat you like treasure. Definitely would wholeheartedly please you. HMPH, really. When person speechless to certain degree, really will laugh. Nathan and Emma both speechless to extreme. Decisively laughed once. Said nothing more. Because felt saying anything more. Also couldn't express Stone's shamelessness. Sister, let's go. Don't pay attention to him. Emma also not planning to entangle with him anymore. Avoid affecting happy mood all day. So she linked arms with Sarah. Then left this place with her. Stone reached out, still wanting to hold on a bit. But people not even turning heads, already far away. Completely not giving him chance to say more. He also couldn't chase to argue unreasonably. After all, Sarah still beside. If continuing to talk, his impression in her eyes definitely worse. His friend stepped up, sighed once, patted his shoulder, saying, hey, stop dreaming about Sarah. People have clear family relationships. You just said them like that. You definitely hopeless. I don't accept. You didn't see that guy's attitude just now? Pissed me off. What's he putting on airs for? What qualifications does he have to put on airs? Stone stubbornly resisting, tightly frowning, looking angry beyond measure. But that anger all aimed at Nathan. Actually not really, because Nathan's attitude just now, how bad. But mainly because beside Nathan too many beauties. While beside him not even one that beautiful. Then what else does he want? Must find people to deal with him. Of course they definitely not Columbia University students. You go follow them. I'll go call people. Must deal with him. Up to you. Just when two of them preparing to act. Just turned heads. Don't know since when. Behind them already two more people standing there. Oh, scared me. Only saw in front one male, one female. Smiling, looking at them. Though so. But always feeling that smile has no good intentions. What did you just say you planning to do? Say it again. Want to find people to deal with who? Want to deal with whom? Crystal, Snow and Blake, two people rubbing hands, preparing. Step by step pressing close. Faces still keeping smiles. But even more cold. You, what are you planning? Who are you? Stone also didn't understand why. Always feeling opponent's aura making him bit afraid. Girl in front, he had some impression. Wasn't she just passing by? He saw that beautiful girl. But he doesn't know them. No grudges at all. So what are they planning? Crystal, Snow and Blake coldly laughed. Casually replied. Helping her clean up all dangers is my responsibility. Though ability limited. But fortunately you're not big danger. I must let you know clearly. Some people not casually provoked. Especially people like you. Got it. Don't go too far. Everyone played until evening. Then sent off by Sarah. Took subway back to city. Lucas and Peach 2 people. Didn't go with Nathan and them. But dated privately whole day. Only going together when leaving. Feel he's not like everyone says. Having severe social phobia. Today he talked quite a lot with me. Ashley sitting there, looking at Nathan and Emma saying. Now already much better, right? Emma raised chin. Bit proud. After all, thanks to her efforts. Today still continuously advising Sarah. Making her more open. Before she wasn't like this. All thanks to my treasure. Right. Nathan reached, rubbing Emma's cheek. Like kneading dough. Emma only knew silly giggling. What do you all think? This school planning to test? Ashley raised head. Asked Lucas and Peach. These two dated all day. Just enjoying their two-person world. After all, they and Nathan. Emma different. They haven't met long time. Hard to have dating chance. Of course want to go separately. Lucas thought a bit. Then nodded Also okay, can reference. Now definitely can't decide, must think carefully first. I still want to test farther school. Peach said her thoughts. She still felt Columbia University too close to home. Actually, before she and Lucas already discussed this issue. That college entrance exam must test together. Moreover, must test school bit far from home. Because before they always controlled by family. Rarely can meet each other. In this passionate love age. Really a torment. They really jealous of Nathan and Emma. Can be together every day. Go to school together. Study together, then leave school. Live together. Those things. Can only wait until college to achieve. So from beginning they already planned test far school. Could say for freedom in love. Okay, no problem. This matter originally must think carefully. Best also discuss clearly with family. Emma nodded head, agreeing with Two's opinion. Though she also wanted two of them. Test same school with them. But can't force. This matter of course must be decided by themselves. Nathan also echoed. Right. After all, holidays still can meet. No problem. Lucas smiled, saying okay. Next we probably must focus on studying. Maybe can't play together, wait after college exam. I'll treat you all. Then gather again. Be careful going home. Lucas got off at station near Peach's house. He wanted to send Peach home first. Then go home himself. Of course this process won't be fast. Maybe they'll use slowest steps in life. Maybe they'll use the slowest steps in their lives. To walk this entire path. Alright, I'm going home too. Goodbye. Ashley also got off the subway at the station near her home. And had instructed Nathan and Emma not to take action. Meet outside. Remember to listen to commands. Don't act rashly. Right after Ashley got off the subway. Someone also quickly rushed after. That person was Blake. In his hand still holding a phone. Softly communicating with the person on the other end. HMPH. Blake hurriedly ran down. Crystal Snow still sat in the same spot. Legs crossed. Corner of mouth raised in a smile. Didn't expect Blake to be so easily fooled. Really fell into her trap. Preparing to make a move on Ashley. According to her thinking. After Ashley was threatened by Blake. Definitely wouldn't let it go. After all, there's that background. Could also verify the truth about Ashley's identity. Then Ashley would definitely tell Nathan about this. Then Blake would be completely finished. She would have no more competitors. During university time, after going through systematic learning and training, upon graduation could directly become Nathan's secretary. From there reaching life's pinnacle. Thinking back and forth, Crystal Snow couldn't help but laugh. Good thing her opponent is Blake. So easy to deal with. If it were someone of Ashley's caliber, then she couldn't succeed so simply. Ashley walked out of the subway station. Opened phone, starting game. Preparing to play while walking home. Slurp sound in mouth, still chewing gum. Occasionally blowing a big bubble. Damn it, 30 draws and no gold items. Nathan's account is too unlucky. Ashley muttered. Walking into a somewhat dark alley. This was the necessary path home. Before in this place, she had once exposed Rose and Uncle's surveillance conspiracy. But today she kept playing on phone. completely not paying attention to. Between two trash cans ahead, there was tied a rope hard to discover. Ashley's eyes widened. Foot tripped. Whole person falling forward. Thud, she reacted extremely fast. Right at moment of falling, rolled forward once, reducing impact force. Even so, her palm was still scraped. Fresh blood seeping out. Ashley lightly bit tongue. Turned off phone. Stuffed in pocket. Tightly frowned. She didn't even have time to be stunned or think. Also didn't treat the wound. Next second already like a cat in the night. Bent body rushing straight into pitch black night. Where's the person just now? Clearly heard sound. Blake ran out from alley entrance. Behind him were several tall strong guys. The simple trap just now was prepared by him beforehand. Purpose was to control Ashley, not giving her reaction time. But didn't expect Ashley reacted so fast. Don't know what happened. Already escaped. Blake frowned. Said quickly, find him, just fell once. Definitely can't run far. Found, then corner him to death. Don't use hands and feet. Raise hands, what if he resists? Watch surveillance cameras carefully. Don't go too far. Otherwise I won't spare you. Got it. Those people immediately rushed from behind Blake, running into dark alley, preparing to search for Ashley. Blake also slowly walked up, carefully observing alley terrain, though somewhat complex, but definitely can't run far. Right then, when Blake walked past a dark alley section, behind him, suddenly sounded something falling to ground. Blake's eyes widened, face full of fear, reacting like just scared to death. He didn't dare turn head back. Body instantly stiffened. Blake slowly raised head looking up. Heart suddenly cold. Could it be just now? She was always hiding on that ventilation pipe? Chapter 214. Please be harsh. Ashley beat me really hard. Blake frowned. Quickly turned around, but right at moment of turning, whole body already started losing balance. He widened eyes. Self was grabbed while turning. Body involuntarily leaning to one side. Completely off balance. Right after pulled into side alley. Thud, then kicked straight into wall. Sitting down on ground. Leaning against wall, raising head. Face full of fear, looking at person before eyes. Wait, what are you planning? There's camera here. Blake somewhat fearfully said, raised head pointing at wall corner. That place not very high. Above installed a camera. But he discovered, camera at this time, seemed lens covered by something. It's chewing gum. Blake took sharp cold breath. Felt scalp numb, spine cold. Now he finally saw something wrong. Person before him not simple high school girl, but actions. Even more terrifying than him and Crystal Snow. People specially trained from childhood. This absolutely not what normal students could do. Ashley now standing before Blake. Face extremely ugly. Ice cold eyes also extremely scary. She tore a piece of bandage. Stuck on wounded bleeding hand. This probably won't affect me beating you, right? You rest assured. I won't be soft-hearted like Crystal Snow. Do you know who I am? You dare hit me? If you dare touch me, then your life is over. Your future also finished. Blake, now really somewhat scared, started threatening Ashley, because Ashley's kick just now made his stomach still hurt. Too strong force. Self already beaten by Crystal Snow to this state. If beaten by Ashley again, then where to put face? Oh wait, that's wrong, me being beaten by Crystal Snow. How does Ashley know? Could it be Crystal Snow told her? But why tell her that? Ashley seemed not scared at all by Blake's threats. Lightly nodded. Softly said, that's true indeed. You have backing. Then I also have to ask my backing. Ashley immediately took out phone. Called a number. Then turned on speaker. Hello. Other end rang a person's voice. Made Blake immediately shiver. Scared to trembling. That voice was Nathan's. This late at night. Ashley calling Nathan. Isn't Emma beside him? Won't she mind? But Ashley's next sentence immediately made Blake cold all over. Someone bullying me. Still won't let me fight back, what to do? Blake eyes wide open. Almost fainted. Corner of mouth twitching. Eyebrows jumping continuously. Speechless. Other end definitely Nathan. But why is she calling Nathan? Brother? Could it be as I thought? Other side silent for a while. Only heard heavy snort through nose. Then slowly spoke. Where are you now? I'll come immediately. Blake immediately planned to open mouth to stop. But then reacted in time. Hurriedly shut mouth. Now he absolutely can't let Nathan know it's him. Otherwise really finished. He also didn't expect. Just one call from Ashley. Could easily call Nathan over like this. Seems Crystal's words weren't joking. Ashley is Nathan's sister. Why didn't I investigate clearly? Blake immediately clasped hands. Continuously begging Ashley. Face like about to cry. But didn't dare say anything. Just opened mouth but no sound. Almost wanting to kneel before Ashley. Ashley snorted, laughed once, then said, all right. Won't bother you anymore. I'll handle it myself. Wait, I get home, we'll call you back. Okay, remember, be safe. Anything happens, call me immediately. Emma and I will come right away. Got it, you two rest early. Then Ashley hung up, put phone in pocket, staring at Blake before her. Arms crossed so. Found him, he's here. Blake is here too. At this time those underlings Blake brought also already found them, but just saw Blake sitting on ground. Then somewhat surprised. Quick save, brother Blake. Don't come over. Stand still, don't move. Blake immediately raised hand, blocking them. Not letting them approach. Those people scared stiff. Standing still in place. Not daring to act rashly. Blake knew with current situation. He absolutely couldn't do anything to Ashley anymore. Otherwise really no chance left. Even if stopping now. Saying sorry or something. Probably also no use. So only way now. Probably just let Ashley vent anger. Blake panting heavily. Body trembling, standing up. Then slowly squatting down. 2 hands holding head. Then raised eyes looking at Ashley. Softly said that, please. Ashley lightly laughed once. Knuckles on hands cracking. Saying also knows manners. You rest assured I have measure. After all. Still have to leave some face for director Blake's son, right? After all. If let your dad know his son likes men, then. Hey. Blake suddenly coughing violently. Planning to cut off Ashley's words. Just now that sentence came out. His heart already started pounding. Blake suddenly raised head. Using extremely firm eyes looking at Ashley. Said, please be harsh. Sister Ashley, beat me hard. Beat until you feel vented, then stop. Begging you. Those people immediately gaped mouths. Eyes also wide round. Appearance full of disbelief. What meaning is this? Their young master Blake, what show is this? Could it be suddenly awakened some strange attribute? This is too untimely. Right now. People at least shouldn't be like this. Ashley snorted once. Glanced at them. Waved hand once. Turn around, all of you. Children, don't look. Those big guys stunned for a while. Then immediately obediently turned around. Still covering eyes. After a while. Only heard behind continuous thudding sounds. Along with Blake's miserable cries. Made them shiver. Just that. Those miserable cries seemed something not quite right. Sister Ashley. It's fine, I can still take it. Don't go easy on me. From now on I'll follow you. Willing to be ox or horse. Please 10,000 times don't remember today's matter. Chapter 215. Hey. I didn't say anything. About 10 minutes later. Sound in alley finally disappeared. Ashley rotating shoulders. Feeling like just experienced an intense exercise. She breathed out. Turned looking at people stunned a long time. Said, all right. Take him away. Today you all saw nothing, right? Those people nodding repeatedly. Not daring to say anything. Just now that scene shocked them heavily. Really didn't expect a seemingly weak girl could beat someone for 10 minutes straight. Don't say Blake. Even them big guys probably couldn't take it. Now Blake already collapsed on ground. Whole body aching. But strangely face no bruises at all. Ashley avoided all easily exposed places. Outsiders looking couldn't see difference. But taking off clothes definitely full of bruises. Young Master Blake, you okay? Those people stepped up wanting to help him up. Result, just touched. He screamed. Idiots, be gentle. Blake unceremoniously slapped them several times. They also didn't say anything. After all, now Blake hitting them doesn't hurt much. Him just struggling to stand already very difficult. But they also secretly admired Blake really takes beating well. Beaten for 10 minutes still can stand up. If not professionally trained to take beatings, then must be beaten often became habit. Right when Blake being supported away, Ashley looking at his back, suddenly spoke up. Crystal Snow indeed didn't speak wrong. Blake immediately stopped, struggling to turn head looking at Ashley. Softly asked Sister Ashley, "What did Crystal Snow say?" Ashley revealed a smile hard for anyone to detect. Said, "Guess. After all I know today you all kept following us." What Blake's mouth corner twitched. Immediately tightly frowned. No wonder he felt today everything went wrong. Turns out he and Crystal Snow basically never really cooperated. Following together. Actually he was already sold out. So that's how it is. In instant Blake understood everything. Why like this? Today on subway, Ashley suddenly raised middle finger toward him. Turns out Crystal Snow already exposed their whereabouts. No wonder today gained nothing. Turns out people already prepared beforehand. Crystal Snow using such self-exposure way to stop me. Really too vicious. Thinking back now, Ashley being ambushed still reacting so fast. Probably also Crystal Snow secretly revealed. Well done Crystal Snow. Blake now putting all hatred pouring onto Crystal Snow. Ashley quickly waved hands saying, "Hey. I didn't say anything. Rest assured Sister Ashley, I understand. This doesn't involve you. You never said anything." Blake also obediently nodded, not saying more to Ashley. Then was supported away. Ashley still standing in place. Not leaving immediately, but slowly took out phone. She photographed wound on her palm. Then sent to someone. That person was Crystal Snow. Just moments later Crystal Snow replied. "How did this happen? Why injured?" Ashley slightly curled lips smiling. Not hurrying to reply Crystal Snow, but stuffed phone in pocket. Then went home first. She knew right now Crystal Snow definitely staring at screen. Waiting for reply message. Because if guilty conscience, then just one casual sentence would make her think wildly. Even anxious to losing sleep. This is what Ashley deliberately doing. Just let Crystal Snow be anxious first. Let her panic and uneasy then continue. First must give her mental attack. Ashley now also doesn't need to ask Crystal Snow anything. From when Blake appeared, she already understood everything clearly. Crystal Snow wants Blake to confront herself, making hatred's sharp point all pour toward Blake, while she sits enjoying benefits. This move maybe easily succeeds with others, but absolutely no use on her. Probably she didn't expect Blake would fail. So many people couldn't do anything to her. Instead got taught a lesson by her. Still made Blake's anger turn back on her. She likes playing this way. Then I'll play along. How should I reply? You didn't meet danger, right? Where are you? I'll come find you. There? Not there, not there. You home yet? Or still outside? Alone? That wound from accidentally falling? After Ashley got home, phone already full of messages from Crystal Snow. She read each one. Result made her very satisfied, but still didn't reply, making Crystal Snow anxious to point of calling. Ashley looked at clock, felt enough already. Then leisurely messaged Crystal Snow back. Stop pretending, Blake told me everything. After sending, Ashley directly pressed power button. Turned off phone, then sat at computer desk. Put on headphones, comfortably playing games. While at this time Crystal Snow was stunned looking at message on screen, feeling like sky collapsing. What exactly happened? Sending herself an injury photo. Plus that sentence. That made Crystal Snow already simulated entire incident in head. Could it be Blake couldn't control himself? Hit Ashley too hard? Then Ashley revealed her identity. To protect herself, Blake dumped everything on me. Probably only that possibility also means, not only did she not use Ashley's hand to eliminate Blake, instead made Ashley turn hostility toward herself. Crystal Snow's heart immediately pounding, feeling like heart wanting to jump out. Body also trembling. She hurriedly grabbed phone to call Sorry, the number you dialed cannot be reached. Hearing mechanical female voice on other end, Crystal Snow immediately stunned. Phone fell from hand. In her heart only one scream. Dun dun dun. After being stunned for a while, Crystal Snow gradually came back to senses. Grinding teeth, cursing in low voice. Damn Blake, you and I aren't finished. She picked up phone calling Blake. Result just connected. Crystal Snow hadn't yet opened mouth. Then other end transmitted Blake's angry voice. Crystal Snow, you still have face to call me? Chapter 216. Oh, probably playing games with mic on. Crystal Snow eyes wide, hearing Blake cursing in phone. Her face red visibly. Hey Blake, who are you cursing? Two people like that loudly cursing back and forth. Cursing more and more vigorously. To point Crystal Snow temporarily forgot. She's living right next to Nathan's house. Nathan and Emma now lying on bed. Holding phones. Mouths slightly open. Looking stunned. Just listening like that. Every vulgar word from next door Crystal Snow. All coming over. Emma blinking. Bewildered looking at Nathan asking what's happening. Nathan dumbfounded shaking head. Oh. Probably just playing games with mic on. Huh, playing games cursing like that? Sometimes like that. Next door still cursing for about 5 minutes. Crystal Snow then panting hung up. Now she completely sees Blake as enemy. Hates can't kill him already. She doesn't care anymore whether Blake really harmed her or not. After all, just consider it that way. Moreover, she knows how to deal with Blake. Can still maintain her plan. That is winning over Ashley. She already saw. As long as close with Ashley, everything will go smoothly. Now wanting to befriend Nathan still somewhat difficult. So must definitely start from Ashley. Next morning, Ashley opened eyes, yawned once, then sat up. First grabbed phone pressing, but didn't light up, then remembered she turned it off. Ashley turned phone back on. Result appeared full of messages. Some from Nathan, some from Emma, mainly asking how she is. Did anything happen? Also messages from Crystal Snow. Not many messages. Probably afraid she'd be annoyed. Or also didn't know what to say. Ashley didn't reply. But already guessed. Today. How Crystal Snow and Blake would deal with her. After washing face, Ashley's mom Julia already prepared lunch to bring to school for her. After organizing, Ashley then went out to school. When just walking downstairs, already saw something wrong. Oh, could it be? Mouth still chewing gum. Ashley lightly frowned. She saw in distance someone approaching. That figure seemed to be Crystal Snow. Crystal Snow seeing Ashley, then walked faster, still holding something in hand. Ashley, last night you didn't reply me. I was worried, so came looking for you early morning. Your hand okay? Crystal Snow walked to Ashley's front, holding small medical kit in hand. Inside had gauze and bandages. Seemed wanting to help Ashley treat wound. Ashley just glanced at her once. All within her expectations. She already guessed. Crystal Snow because too anxious. Definitely would come find her early. She raised hand showing her. Said it's fine, already scabbed. Crystal Snow somewhat flustered. Softly said must be Blake's doing right. I swear absolutely not related to me. He and I are enemies. Whatever he says just to smear me. Crystal Snow seriously looking at Ashley. At same time carefully, observing her expression, wanting to see what she's thinking. But Ashley didn't show much. Just nodded saying all right, I know. Ashley's calm reaction made Crystal Snow somewhat flustered. Don't know what she's thinking. Whether believing or not, she also doesn't know. Right then, both heard a call. Sister Ashley. Hearing that voice, Crystal Snow's eyes immediately became cold. Corner of mouth twitching, revealing suppressed anger. When they looked toward where voice came from, saw someone walking over. That person was Blake. Seeing Crystal Snow, he slightly paused but just frowned. As if already guessed, Crystal Snow would be here. Then directly erased Crystal Snow from sight. Choosing to ignore, walked straight to Ashley's front. Sister Ashley, let me carry your bag. And this is tea I just made. Drink some. Blake showed natural gentle smile. Completely couldn't see it was fake. Like truly from heart. In his hand still holding new teacup. Giving to Ashley. Inside was already brewed black tea. Looking extremely refined. Blake. Crystal Snow immediately furiously angry. She could recognize. Blake clearly same idea as her. Once again. Both wanting to start from Ashley's side. Taking her as main target to approach. Originally planned to scold Blake really shameless. But after all in front of Ashley. Didn't want to argue making her uncomfortable. Initially she thought Ashley wouldn't accept. But next second, Ashley actually really took the teacup. At same time gave bag to Blake. All right after saying. Ashley turned leaving Crystal Snow with bewildered face. While Blake face full of joy. Impossible Crystal Snow completely stunned. Just now Ashley refused her. That she found very normal. But why accept Blake's goodwill? Could it be she's not even as good as Blake? Where did she go wrong inferior to him? Haha I'll go first. You just stand there stunned. Blake proudly carrying Ashley's bag. Still deliberately showing victorious face before Crystal Snow. Smiled then followed after her. Crystal Snow blinking. Hateful eyes staring at Blake's back. Eyes full of unwillingness. But she also won't easily give up. She guessed this probably just Blake's petty trick. Ashley definitely still doesn't know anything. Crystal Snow also hurriedly chased after. To prevent Blake and Ashley from saying something important that she couldn't hear. However, person walking ahead Ashley. Slightly curled lips. Eyes slightly narrowed. Everything she's doing. Just to muddy the waters. The muddier the better. After all she finds it interesting. Moreover no harm either. Ashley didn't go find Nathan and Emma. She knew should let Nathan and Emma have private space when coming to school. Too many people they also don't like. Ashley looked up at sky. Slightly smiled. Rubbing chin. Softly muttering. How should I teach them to be more interesting? Chapter 217 Are you trying to approach Nathan? Kevin arrived at school gate. Glanced once. Saw Ashley walking over. Good morning Ashley. Kevin just simply greeted once. Didn't say anything else. Then saw two shadows. Immediately squeezed forward. Move aside, move aside. Don't block the way. Crystal Snow and Blake. Looking like hurrying somewhere. Moving forward. Directly blocking Kevin 1 meter away. Kevin stunned. Standing still blinking. Somewhat confused. What the hell are these two doing? Planning to block me? Clearly I didn't do anything. Now even greeting not allowed? Ashley somewhat embarrassedly smiled. Then raised hand replying Let's go Kevin stunned nodding. Then watched with own eyes 3 of them. Walking past in front of him. Why like this? Now going to school Ashley needs bodyguards? Ashley arrived at classroom. Sat down in her seat. Nathan first observed her from head to toe. Then opened mouth asking what happened last night. Suddenly calling me. Emma was very worried about you. Ashley shook head. Softly said it's fine. Just small conflict already resolved. Nathan also didn't ask more. He knew Ashley could handle these small matters herself. If big matter definitely would have told him early. Then good. Anything happens just tell me. Last exam also got results. Nathan still improved. Though not as obvious as last time. But with current ranking. Already very good. This filled Nathan with hope. As long as ranking goes up is good. At least proves self always improving. After all still some time before college entrance exam. This time speaking fast also fast. Just few more months. So Nathan absolutely doesn't dare slack off. Focusing on studying even more. That noon Crystal Snow went to restroom. Then walked out of classroom alone. When she just finished washing hands. Saw behind her someone standing. Crystal Snow shaking wet hands. Turned head looking back. Tilted head somewhat surprised. Person before her looked familiar. Classmate. Face also quite pleasant. Just talks little. Seems named Rose. She saw Rose's eyes always stuck on her. Made her feel somewhat uncomfortable. Then opened mouth asking what's the matter. Do you have something? Are you trying to approach Nathan? Rose's sudden question made Crystal Snow's eyebrows immediately tighten. She slightly lowered head. Eyes also became colder. Oh. Hearing you say that I remember now. I've heard about you before. You're the girl who rejected Nathan for 2 years, right? Crystal Snow stepped forward 2 steps. Calm tone but containing hidden pressure. Making Rose unconsciously step back. Especially when mentioning this matter. Like a sharp sword, piercing straight through her chest. Making her breathless. This was the pain always weighing on Rose's heart. Also what easily made her emotions waver. Didn't expect a newcomer like Crystal Snow. Already heard about it. Rose momentarily somewhat confused. Forgot what she was going to say. Mind completely chaotic. Before could counterattack. Already had weakness grasped by opponent. Crystal Snow lightly laughed. Continuing, so what? You still worrying about Nathan matters? What's your status? Classmate friend. I want to ask you back. Why did you reject Nathan for 2 years? Not the type you like. His grades were poor before. Or felt his conditions weren't good. What's that got to do with you? Rose swallowed saliva. Throat slightly moving. Speaking stammering. But doesn't mean she doesn't care. Every word Crystal Snow said. Like knife stabbing her heart. Crystal Snow coldly laughed once. Casually said, what's it to me? I'm just evaluating from outsider's perspective. I'm not close with you. I just heard people tell. At least speaking now. You not agreeing with Nathan is good for him. Otherwise wouldn't be with Emma. Such a good girl already. This sentence, like fatal blow, made Rose's emotions explode. Her voice suddenly raised several degrees. Raising hand pointing straight at Crystal Snow. Face dark as storm clouds. You, what are you? I see you care about what I say like this. Seems you still have feelings for Nathan. Still saying I want to approach Nathan? Are you being wary of me? Or being wary of yourself? You'll know eventually. Nathan is much more excellent than you think. You slowly regret it. Crystal Snow finished speaking, then planned to leave. Not wanting to waste more words with Rose. But now Rose's face already red. Completely provoked to extreme. She stepped forward 1 step. Reaching out, grabbing Crystal Snow's shoulder. Stop sound of slap rang out. Right moment Rose's hand touched Crystal Snow's shoulder. Her hand immediately swung up. Directly grabbing Rose's wrist. Next second, her body almost reflexively counterattacked. Only saw her turn around. Performing simple control move. Easily pressing Rose tight. Pushing her against wall. Rose cried out in pain. Biting lip. Held tight by Crystal Snow, not daring to move. Right then, outside restroom suddenly sounded dry cough. Crystal Snow and Rose simultaneously raised heads. Saw someone standing there. Seeing this person, Crystal Snow's heart immediately skipped beat. It's Ashley. Rose also stunned. Letting Ashley see entire scene. She felt extremely embarrassed. Ashley so close with Nathan like that. Could she tell Nathan about this? Ashley using indifferent eyes. Glancing at Crystal Snow and Rose. 2 of them. Then coldly said to Crystal Snow, let go. Okay, Crystal Snow. Like machine, absolutely obeying commands. Hearing instruction, immediately let go. Placed behind back. Standing straight. At same time her heart anxious. Back dripping cold sweat. She didn't know why Ashley reacted this way. Could relationship between Ashley and Rose? Very close? Could I have offended someone shouldn't touch? Now I'm already far behind Blake. If offend Ashley again, then completely finished. Ashley, Crystal Snow wanted to say something. But Ashley turned and left. Crystal Snow hurriedly waved hands. Turned looking at Rose. Quickly said sorry. Sorry after saying. She hurriedly chased outside. Rose stood still holding shoulder blinking. Dazed muttering. What's going on? Chapter 218 Sleep and it'll be fine. I know Sister Ashley didn't hit too hard. Crystal Snow following behind Ashley. Like child who just made mistake. Softly asked, so Rose, is your close friend? Ashley decisively shook head. Replied not. Crystal Snow somewhat puzzled. Then stammering asked. Then why? Ashley knew what she wanted to ask. Turned glancing at her Is fighting at school right? No, I was wrong. Crystal Snow immediately lowered head admitting mistake. This made her breathe relief. Seems I overthought. As long as Ashley not angry at me. while Ashley very clear what she's doing. Crystal Snow and Rose. Whatever conflict happened has nothing to do with her. Just now. Just obedience test. See how obedient Crystal Snow is. Result obtained. Still made her quite satisfied. Her purpose is make Crystal Snow and Blake have no more hope with her. Make them unconsciously, gradually become, always maintaining obedient attitude, like taming pets, all for herself, also for Nathan, whether present or future. Can't have schemer beside. Hey Ashley, why running to our class like this? Looking for who? Lucas coming out of restroom. Saw Ashley and Crystal Snow coming. Somewhat surprised. They're two classes quite far apart. Usually coming here. Definitely looking for someone. Help me call Blake out. Thanks. Lucas stunned a bit, but still nodded agreeing. He didn't know what Ashley wanted Blake for. Ashley's thoughts and actions he completely couldn't guess. Beside, Crystal Snow even more puzzled. Didn't expect Ashley looking for Blake, while she herself never had Ashley actively seek privately. Could Blake's position in Ashley's heart really higher than mine? Where exactly am I inferior to him? Lucas walked into classroom, standing at door looking toward Blake sitting in corner. Called once Blake. Blake raised head looking toward Lucas. Stunned a bit. Lucas pointed outside. Said Ashley looking for you. Blake hearing two words Ashley. Immediately eyes wide. Eyes full of disbelief. Right after he didn't even need to think. Jumped up rushing from seat. Too hurried even tripped on table leg. Almost fell to ground. Even so, he didn't dare slow down. Staggering running outside. Afraid if slow a bit would miss opportunity. Whole class suddenly silent. Eyes wide watching Blake rush outside. Hard to believe. Blake considered handsomest in class. First day transferred. Already received admiration from many girls. Just his coldness made many retreat. Everyone thought Blake was cold type. Usually no one caught his eye. But now this appearance. Completely not cold at all. Really far from imagination. Who is Ashley? His girlfriend? Don't know. Even if girlfriend, not to this extent. Lucas also startled. Dodged to side. Don't understand what's wrong with Blake. Just Ashley calling him out. Need to be so excited. Could Blake like Ashley? So being so active. Not right. Lucas now just remembered a problem. Ashley knows Blake. And Blake also knows Ashley. Why doesn't he know anything? Could Nathan told them? Ashley just appeared before Blake. He immediately rushed over, standing right in front of Ashley. Even completely ignored Crystal Snow behind. This made Crystal Snow extremely angry. Now not even glancing at me. Isn't this looking down on me? Considering me nothing. Sister Ashley, what's the matter? Blake standing before Ashley. Calling Sister Ashley non-stop. Even more intimate than real sister. Smile on his face doesn't look fake at all. Ashley evaluating him up and down. Lightly sighing, oh, your recovery ability quite good. Today already can jump around. Ashley remembered. Last night Blake looked about to die. But today recovered like this. Initially thought he just took beatings well. Didn't expect recovery ability also so strong. Outside a pretty boy like flower vase. Didn't expect to be frontline punching shield. Small matter sleep and fine immediately. I know Sister Ashley didn't hit too hard. Blake patting chest. Ha ha laughing saying. Nonsense. Ashley glared at him. After all I couldn't beat to death. But you saying sleep and fine. Really impressive. Now Ashley already saw. Blake seems already quite tamed. Maybe, thanks to last night's beating. Seems Blake type eats hard not soft. Want to tame him. Just need beat like yesterday enough. While Crystal Snow seems opposite of Blake. Probably eats soft not hard. Today she bit harsh. Outside she looks obedient. But actually just afraid. Never truly submitted. While few days before she treated better. Going to school bringing her along. Eating also thinking of her. Clearly. That time her attitude much better than now. Nothing just returning cup to you. Ashley gave cup Blake made tea for her this morning. Returned to him. Blake took it. Said really no need Sister Ashley personally return. Finished drinking just throw away fine. Every day I can get new one. Ashley glared at him, voice lowered. But carrying threatening weight wasting is shameful. Yes, Blake stunned, then obediently nodded. Looking very obedient. Go back already. After sending Blake back, Ashley then turned, leaving. Crystal Snow still following behind. Hart also relieved, knowing Ashley and Blake didn't talk about anything important. Right then, Ashley suddenly turned back, holding lollipop, giving to Crystal Snow. Want some? Crystal Snow stunned few seconds. Then carefully took it off. Thanks, I'm going buy some snacks. Come with me. Okay. Ashley walking ahead, clearly could feel Crystal Snow's state changed a bit. Ashley thinking to herself, not as hard as imagined. Chapter 219. Do you still remember our previous agreement? Emma from kitchen, carrying out plate of cut fruit. Placed on table. Nathan burying head studying. Extremely focused. Almost completely immersed in books. Emma habitually helping Nathan massage shoulders. Softly saying by ear, rest a bit. Recently you're too tired. Nathan gently holding Emma's hand replying. Can't, college entrance exam coming soon. If don't work hard, I'm really afraid won't pass same school as you. Saying is saying so. But Emma pursed lips. Eyes full of pity looking at Nathan. At this time, less than half month before college entrance exam. Last days of senior year passing so fast. Everyone busy studying. Every day nothing special. Weekends also not going out anymore. Everyone choosing stay home reviewing. Nathan and Emma, already months haven't seen Peach. Don't say them. Even Lucas same. Missing Peach terribly. Occasionally they still chat on phone. Topics all about after exam finished. Where to go. What to play. Full of anticipation. In a flash, time passes so fast. College entrance exam coming soon. Nathan raised head looking at clock, already very late. Even though he gets home immediately studies. Even eating while studying. Still feels time passing too fast. Fine, rest a bit then. Nathan put down pen. Leaning on chair. Raising head looking at ceiling, sighing once. He rubbed his arms. Touched belly. Helplessly muttering after college exam finished. Must quickly return to training. Feeling lost muscle recently. Emma sat down beside Nathan. Said after exam finished. Shouldn't you play games comfortably? You haven't played games long time. My account all Ashley playing for me. Mentioning Ashley. Nathan immediately sat straight up. Looking at Emma. Too stunned few seconds. Emma then slowly opened mouth. You talking about those two following her? Don't know what's going on. Crystal Snow and Blake, like recognizing her as boss. Everything listening to her. From young to now. People wanting to follow Ashley as brother sister not few. But she never cared. Why playing this game now? Nathan thinking more and more, can't understand. Meanwhile, Ashley getting better with him and Emma. But he didn't pay much attention. Just considered Ashley with him and Emma. Closer, that's all. After all, before they were already very close. So didn't think much. Just Crystal Snow and Blake. Really made them feel strange. Every morning. Either Crystal Snow or Blake. Both helping Ashley carry bag. Holding lunchbox. Like taking turns. Not to extent of being servants. But like following dogs. Before encountering this, Ashley always showed disgust. Even wouldn't allow it. But now looks like she quite enjoying. Those two also don't care about others' eyes. Heard because of this. Ashley was called up several times by homeroom teacher Wong. Private talk. Afraid she's starting to learn bad. Like street punks. But after few conversations, found Ashley hadn't changed at all. Emma suddenly remembered something. Said, isn't Ashley doing it on purpose? Do you remember? When Crystal Snow and Blake first transferred. Seemed wanting to approach her. But Ashley deliberately directed their attention toward herself. Nathan thought for a while. Then nodded. Sounds reasonable. At least when Ashley there. Those two rarely bother us. Otherwise before going to school. Step outdoor, whole group waiting. Probably really like that. After all, Ashley definitely understands clearly. She can't do meaningless things. Definitely wants to help you reduce trouble. Let you focus on studying. Very possible. Emma smiled. Said feels like she's your secretary. Very capable. Unconsciously. She already helped you handle quite a few things. Helping your path ahead become smoother. Nathan leaning on chair looking at ceiling. Ashley's face appearing in mind. Could it really be like that? Future whatever boss. Hiring someone like Ashley as secretary. Really lucky. Both leisurely and worry-free. Emma stood up sitting in Nathan's lap. Slender fingers. Lightly sliding across his cheek. Then sliding down neck. Stop thinking. Study tomorrow. Now let's go sleep. Nathan looking at Emma. That seductive appearance only for himself. Heart pounding. He hugged Emma tight. Turned carrying straight into room. Emma pressing cheek against Nathan's chest. Corner of mouth showing smile. What she looks forward to most every day is sleeping time with Nathan at night. Two can be close together. Feel each other's warmth. Feel each other's heartbeat only then. They completely belong to each other. Do you remember our previous agreement? Nathan suddenly asked, making Emma's small face blush red. With Nathan's words, she almost immediately understood. Of course remember. Always remember after exam finished. We can. Emma hugging Nathan's neck tight. Softly muttering. Feeling cheeks burning hot. This matter existed in both hearts long time. Though both remember. But never said out. Just, Nathan suddenly mentioning today. Because he recently clearly felt. Emma's attitude toward him. Had very subtle change. Before probably to let him focus studying. Emma rarely had intimate contact with him. Every day just holding hands. Night hugging sleeping. Kiss also only once few days. But now exam only few days away. Promised day coming soon. Emma seemed can't hold back anymore. Recently, number of kisses with him much more. Physical contact also more. As long as opportunity. Sticks to him not leaving. Like just now, sitting on his lap, showing that seductive look. Also recently Nathan just saw. He also always had to endure. And Emma though intentional. But also had reason. She always remembered. Just didn't know. If Nathan still remembered that promise. That day coming soon. She wanted to use this way remind Nathan remember. Now hearing Nathan actively mention this. She really very happy. Chapter 220 I think she'll have better choice. In restaurant private room. Now quietly sitting two people. Crystal Snow and Blake. They like strangers. Sitting far apart, each holding phone. Table set with food. But no one using chopsticks. Like waiting for someone. Not long after private room door opened. Both simultaneously raised heads. Saw Ashley's figure appearing at door. She wearing all black. Face cold without expression. Looking even colder. Her appearance made Crystal Snow and Blake. By reflex. Immediately jumped up running over. One pulling chair for Ashley. Other pouring tea. Movements skilled like already very familiar. Performed very naturally. Not too much not too little. Ashley sat down. Coldly said sit down. Let's talk too immediately returned to seats. Silently waiting for Ashley to speak. Ashley sipped tea. Said recently keep low profile. Everyone mind their own business. Don't bother me anymore, study for exams. Crystal Snow and Blake stunned. Then hurriedly nodded got it. You also want to enter Columbia University right? Otherwise how approach Nathan? You two sure no problem? Can guarantee passing? Probably no problem. Crystal Snow and Blake glanced at each other. Eyes confident. But didn't dare definitely confirm. Their scores originally not bad. But worried about unexpected. Taught from young. Don't do anything not certain. Must eliminate all risks. Ashley put down teacup. Elbow on table. Cold eyes sweeping over two people. Making them shiver once. Facing Ashley, both respectful and fearful. Initially just because of her identity. But gradually. That no longer important. More important. Ashley really can crush them in every aspect. Every time completely suppressed by her. No way to surpass. Like everything in her hands. While they from young. All trained in elite environment. Though not most outstanding. But compared to normal students. Still more than capable. Didn't expect to be crushed so badly by genius like Ashley. Not one chance to turn around. This made them truly admire her. Not for any other reason. Simply because Ashley too capable. Ashley silent few seconds. During that too didn't dare breathe hard. After a while, she slowly opened mouth. Tell me everything you know. About Nathan. Don't hide anything. I'm doing this for your own good too. We don't know much. Blake stammering looking at Crystal Snow. Like wanting to push words to her. Crystal Snow bit lip. Not knowing whether should say. But under Ashley's gaze, she had to open mouth. I only know. After Nathan enters university. Won't need to choose any major. Has special tutor teaching him alone. Transmitting all company management knowledge. Within few years. Ashley slightly frowned. Lightly nodded. There's such thing? I just thought of something. Ashley suddenly remembered something. Eyes flashing with thought. Raised head looking at two people. Continue. Before you said Nathan is heir. Actually whether this news trustworthy. I haven't discussed. I want to ask if Nathan himself refuses. Being heir, what then? Wouldn't you waste effort for nothing? Ashley's one sentence made Crystal Snow and Blake both stunned. This we never thought about. But probably no one stupid enough to refuse. They really couldn't believe. Would someone pass up such opportunity? But Ashley shook head. That guy not necessarily. What if mood strikes does that? Three people ate simply. Also chatted quite a lot more. Ashley then preparing go home. Crystal Snow and Blake saw her to door. Saw her get in car then relaxed. Hey Crystal Snow, what's wrong? Crystal Snow turned looking at Blake. Somewhat puzzled. Blake watching Ashley's car getting farther. Until couldn't see car lights anymore. He then slowly opened mouth. I just realized very important problem. What our purpose doing all this? Isn't to approach Nathan. Befriend him? Right. So later we can become his secretary. But seems we overlooked one thing. We kept thinking other party biggest enemy. But you think possible not. Blake squinted looking into distance. Eyes tight. Eyebrows furrowed. Looking especially serious. Crystal Snow stunned long time. Then suddenly thought of something. Eyes wide. Softly said you mean Ashley. Her goal also being Nathan's secretary? I just think that's possible. If our opponent is Ashley. Then no chance at all. Can declare giving up now. Crystal Snow shook head. She always overlooked this before. But now suddenly remembered. Ashley never said she won't compete. If really becomes opponent. Then no way to play anymore. Ashley will end match immediately. Not giving them chance to breathe. Impossible, with Ashley's ability. I think she'll have better choice. Though this secretary position. Very rare. But I always feel Ashley will go further. Crystal Snow now also bit lacking confidence. Mainly because Ashley really too outstanding. If her goal is this position. Then both you and I don't need compete anymore. Blake bit lip. He also understood that. But still couldn't avoid worrying. Moreover only this position. Nathan has right to decide himself. Other positions can't go through back door. This is hard rule. Unless board of directors votes. But that has no hope. He turned looking at Crystal Snow. Face full of sorrow. Softly groaning. What to do now? Crystal Snow shook head. Don't know anymore. Chapter 221 Calling Mom means what? Is this new game? Okay, let's do next sentence. Emma just turned to next page. Then heard soft snoring. She put down book looking at Nathan. Saw he already collapsed on table sleeping soundly. Under Nathan's eyes had light dark circles. Enough to see how tired he was. Emma softly sighed. Took blanket prepared beside. Covered Nathan. Then, she reached gently stroking Nathan's face. Pursed lips. Eyes full of pity. This wasn't first time Nathan. Tired to falling asleep like this. These days all like this. Because college entrance exam coming. He almost desperately studying. Emma could only help as much as possible. Otherwise no other way. Seeing person she loves tired like this. Her heart also tormented. She already decided. If Nathan doesn't pass Columbia University. Then she definitely won't go either. Where Nathan goes, she goes. Even if ultimately not attending university. Will go out find work. Or stay home cooking, doing housework also fine. As long as can be with Nathan enough. Not that she lacks ambition. Also not that doesn't want to work hard. Just compared to her own life. She cares about Nathan more. Emma also slowly collapsed on table. Tilting face looking at sleeping Nathan. Corner of mouth lightly smiling. Senior year almost over. Just few more months. We've been together almost a year. Emma softly whispered. Sweet happy smile appearing at corner of her mouth. Hard to hide. Knock knock right then. Main door sounded light knocking. Emma startled. Whole person immediately sat up. Eyes wide, face full of surprise. Right then. Her phone also rang with message. She picked up to look. Turns out from Nathan's mom, Laura sent. Baby sleeping yet? Open door. Emma eyes wide, hurriedly stood up. Walking fast but very gently. Going to door. Opening door. Standing at door was Laura. She seeing Emma waved smiling. Hi, not disturbing you two right? Mom, why did you come here? Come inside quickly. Emma took pair of slippers. Inviting Laura into house. Just entering. She already saw Nathan collapsed sleeping on table. She slightly stunned. Then laughed softly, shaking head. Face showing helplessness. Nathan has this point very good. Things he wants to do must be done. No matter how difficult or tiring. Parents both like this point about him. Laura sat down on sofa. Eyes looking at Nathan sleeping soundly. Couldn't help showing smile, like comfort full of pride. Emma quickly poured her glass of water. Placed on coffee table in front of her. Laura smiled. Picked up drinking one sip. Then said to Emma, Mom came to give you 2 more motivation. Also tomorrow is last day. Nathan definitely will bury head studying morning to night again. That's not good. Last day still need rest well. Adjust state. Mom knows you can't persuade him. So mom came here. Really? Emma's eyes lit up bright. She really was troubled about this. She really was having a headache about this matter. Having a headache not knowing how to persuade Nathan. Tomorrow to rest well. But thinking anyway still can't stop him. Now mom coming here. No different than injecting her with a sedative. Making her no longer worried. That's really great mom. I'm suffering with this matter. Because no matter what I say. Still can't persuade Nathan to listen. Emma clasped hands. Sincerely expressing gratitude to Laura. Feeling mom came at just the right time. Mom understands him better than anyone. It's okay. Don't worry dear. Tomorrow mom will take you 2 out for a walk. Relax the mind. Laura gently patted Emma's shoulder. Then looked toward Nathan still sleeping. Said wake him up. You 2 go to the bedroom. Don't sleep here. Might catch cold. Yes ma'am. Emma returned to Nathan's side. Gently patted his back. Hey, dear, Nathan. Nathan, wake up. Let's go to the bedroom. Emma almost slipped calling him dear. Just remembered Laura was here. After all, calling like that in front of mom. Still somewhat embarrassing. Nathan softly grunted. Slowly opened eyes. Looking extremely tired, he yawned once. Eyes slowly turned toward Emma. Just waking up so vision still somewhat blurry. Looking at Emma's face, though been together so long. But every time looking at her, Nathan still finds her extremely beautiful and attractive. Nathan pouted. Closed eyes again. Baby wants kiss kiss. Emma's face turned bright red. She covered her face with hands. Secretly glancing toward Laura. Mom. Emma bit her lip. Eyes continuously glancing toward her. Like wanting to hint to Nathan. Oh, what baby calling mom means what? Is this a new game? Laura crossed arms. Tilted head. Paused a bit. Softly laughed through nose. Then involuntarily covered mouth laughing. Nathan hearing voice different from Emma. Immediately opened eyes wide. Spirit completely awake. He slowly turned head. Looking toward sofa. Result was just seeing his mom sitting there. This moment he'll probably remember for life. Nathan froze like frozen. Said nothing, didn't move either. Face blank. Not daring to breathe hard. Just sitting stiffly in place. Right after he like a robot. Slowly bent down to table again. Tightly closed eyes. Like nothing just happened. Looking exactly like pretending to sleep. But actually probably already died inside for a while. Emma also blushed all over face. Red spreading to ears. Being seen this scene by Mom. Really embarrassing to death. Oh dear, Mom didn't see anything. Mom also didn't hear anything. Mom also doesn't remember anything. Laura stood up, talking to herself, then slowly walked toward bedroom beside. Closed door. Emma saw Laura already entered room. Then looked toward Nathan still collapsed on table. Then discovered he also opening eyes staring at her. Emma stunned. Softly said, "Hey, this is first time I've seen you blush." Chapter 222. Could it be even this needs teaching? Come on, dear. It's fine, it's evening already. Emma gently patted the blanket covering Nathan. Softly comforting. Though saying so, corner of her mouth still couldn't help curving up. Just seeing Nathan extremely cute right now. Never seen him like this before. Now just want to hug Nathan tight. And cuddle him thoroughly. Nathan pulled blanket tightly, not exposing any bit. Hearing Emma's words, he also quieted down, not moving anymore. Emma gently shook blanket edge, muttering softly, "It's really fine. Just in front of Mom. All family, no problem." At this time Nathan's blanket opened small gap. Emma briefly stunned when seeing. Then tried reaching hand inside. Next second, she was pulled straight into blanket. Startled, cried softly once, before could react. Already felt Nathan's strong arms hugging her tight. Emma pursed lips, also hugged Nathan with arms. Inside blanket quite hot, but both couldn't bear letting go. Just wanted to hug each other forever like this. After a while, Nathan already fell asleep. After all, he was already very tired. Emma opened blanket, exposing Nathan's head outside, watching his sleeping appearance. Then gently kissed his face. Sleep well, love you. For those about to enter college entrance exam. These days all sleeping restlessly. Some even sacrificing sleep time. Just to cram review last minute. Even Ashley already asked leave from Game Guild President week before. Before college entrance exam won't go online anymore. Put all games aside. Time passing quickly. Finally reached last day before exam. This day, most people will choose to relax a bit. Fully prepare necessary things for exam. Adjust psychology. Emma woke up seeing Nathan still not awake. Let him sleep a bit more. When getting up walked very softly. Leaving room discovered Laura already awake. Sitting working on sofa. On coffee table placed a laptop. Beside is cup of hot coffee. Mom, good morning. Emma walked over softly greeting. Only then Laura noticed her. Raised head looking once, then smiled, "Good morning. Why are you up so early? Don't sleep a bit more." I didn't know when Mom woke up. So I wanted to wake up early make breakfast. Didn't expect Mom woke up even earlier. No need. Today you and Nathan just need to relax. Mom already called people to prepare everything. We'll bring over in a bit. You go back sleep more. Laura waved hand, meaning Emma don't worry about anything. After all tomorrow is exam already. Must rest well, keep spirit comfortable. So best don't do anything. Also don't think about anything. Is that so? Emma looked around, wanting to find what work she could do. But seemed nothing needed her. Even if now wanting to help Mom massage shoulders. Probably wouldn't be agreed either. Laura glanced already saw through Emma's state. Smiled saying, "All right. Be good, go rest. Tomorrow test get good results." Yes. Yes, I understand Mom. Emma also didn't say anything more. Then returned to bedroom, preparing to sleep one more time. At this time in apartment next door. Crystal Snow already woke up very early. Last night she received a message. A very important message, made her couldn't sleep well all night. Morning hurriedly prepared. Completely abandoned student appearance. Tied hair neatly. Wore formal business outfit. Face also light makeup. Looking very refined and sophisticated. Even so, she still felt nervous. Taking deep breath, Crystal Snow adjusted everything. Then prepared to step outside. First just opened door small crack. Listening for movement outside. After ensuring safe then fully opened door. She wore high heels. Only dared step lightly. Otherwise sound would be very loud. Walking past Nathan's door even more careful. afraid making any sound, until standing in elevator then breathed relief. Elevator door just opened. Crystal Snow saw. Outside elevator several people wearing chef uniforms, each pushing food cart. On it displayed quite a few dishes, but all covered with lids. Couldn't see clearly what. Crystal Snow found strange, but didn't pay much attention. Most important thing for her now is adjusting psychology to face what's about to happen. Crystal Snow left residential area, took car straight to city center. She arrived at high-end restaurant. Morning here still not crowded. Restaurant playing melodious music. Only few waiters cleaning. Crystal Snow walked in. A waiter immediately approached. "Hello, do you have reservation?" Crystal Snow slowly replied. "I'm looking for Director Crystal." "Yes, please follow me." Crystal Snow followed waiter to private room upstairs. Standing before room door, she took deep breath then knocked twice lightly. Inside, transmitted a man's resonant voice. Crystal Snow slowly opened door entering. In room a man sitting. His appearance, posture, presence, all exuded authority. He sat there, holding cigar, sharp eyes looking straight at Crystal Snow just entering. Crystal Snow walked over, standing before him, slightly bowed greeting. "Dad, I'm late." The man before her was her father, Crystal Arthur. Crystal Arthur slightly nodded, replied then pointed to seat opposite. Crystal Snow sat down, sitting straight back, absolutely not daring to be careless. Logically she shouldn't be so nervous. Her father though strict, but not too scary person. What worried her was task dad assigned still not completed. "How is it?" Crystal Arthur suddenly spoke, making Crystal Snow's whole body tremble. As expected, what must come still comes. "Dad, please give me more time." Time there is. After all still several university years. But so long already. If still no progress, then however many years also useless. Crystal Snow lowered head, lightly bit lip, not knowing what to refute. One semester of 12th grade already passed. Really she and Nathan had no progress. Friends also don't count. At most just classmates. Crystal Arthur exhaled smoke, then extinguished cigar in ashtray. Eyes staring at Crystal Snow. Slowly said, "You're a girl. He's a boy. Could this also need dad to teach?" Chapter 223, Controlling a Man. Simplest way is making him take responsibility. Crystal Snow stunned. In instant couldn't understand. What exactly dad hinting at? Girl, boy, dad, you mean? Crystal Snow felt cold sweat dripping. She already vaguely guessed what dad was saying. Crystal Arthur clasped hands together. Turned face looking out window. Voice low, aim higher. You and Blake, always competing for CEO secretary position. But your ceiling much higher. You can. Crystal Arthur turned head looking straight at Crystal Snow. Continued saying, set even higher goal. For example, CEO's wife position. Crystal Snow took sharp cold breath. Eyes opened wide round. Face full of shock. She never thought of this. Even CEO secretary position. She felt hope very slim. Let alone being CEO's wife, dad. He already has girlfriend. Their feelings still very good. In Crystal Snow's mind, appeared Emma's image. After all, Emma treated her very well. Moreover feelings between Nathan and Emma. So tight no gaps, not letting anyone squeeze in. In class, don't mention talking to Nathan. Just any girl looking at him one more time will be glared at by Emma immediately. That gaze extremely fierce. Moreover because Emma is class president. So interacting with classmates unavoidable. But after finishing business, she always actively finds Nathan to report. Also to comfort him. Absolutely not giving Nathan chance to be jealous. Or angry over small matters. Therefore, Nathan never got angry over these things. Instead liked Emma even more. Crystal Arthur how could not know Emma's existence. But to him, that's nothing. Just girlfriend. Not married. Youth loving then breaking up is normal. When not yet legally married. Then you still have chance. Crystal Snow emotional. She stood up, said directly. No, dad doesn't understand. I really have no chance at all. Their feelings not even grain of sand can enter. Let alone cultivating feelings. But when caught, Dad's sharp eyes, Crystal Snow choked, not daring say more. Who said you must slowly cultivate feelings? Then, what do you mean, Dad? Crystal Arthur snorted once. Then, he took from pocket something. Threw straight on table, before Crystal Snow. She lowered head looking, discovered it was strange medicine box. On packaging all English words. But no matter how stupid, Crystal Snow still knew what it was. Controlling a man's simplest is making him take responsibility. Thump thump. Crystal Snow's eyes stuck on medicine box on table. Heart beating faster and faster. To point she couldn't control. Vision also gradually blurring. She slowly raised head, feeling throat dry. Stammering said, Dad, this won't work. What, you don't want? You don't like him? Dad, me and him originally can't talk about like or not like. After all, me and him not even close. Moreover, he already has girlfriend. Me liking him isn't somewhat. Like or not put aside for now. Don't you admire him? Son of Chairman Nathan. He's definitely very excellent, right? Of course admire. Crystal Arthur nodded. That's good. Feelings can be cultivated gradually. As long as you succeed. Not only you, but also Dad. Even our whole family will change fate. And that achievement is yours. You'll become Dad's pride. And also grandparents' pride. Grandparents. Crystal Snow clenched hands tight. To point wrinkling clothes hem. Heart like being torn. This moment she felt suffocating pressure. Crystal Arthur stood up. Leisurely walked to window. Arms crossed, voice cold. In this world, how many people crave such opportunity? For it willing to abandon honor. Abandon friendship, even family. After all, this is life-changing opportunity. You don't need to give up too much. Now opportunity already laid before you. Finishing words, Crystal Arthur turned head back. Cold eyes, staring at Crystal Snow, like not allowing her to object. Crystal Snow still lowering head. Biting lip to point, almost bleeding. Dad, I must leave first. Tomorrow is exam already. I need to go review. Crystal Snow stood up, cutting off Dad's words. Then turned walking quickly outside. But just walked 2 steps. She stood frozen, not moving. Also not turning head back. Like hesitating and thinking something. Few seconds later, Crystal Snow reached out, gripping medicine box on table tightly. Then walked outside. Crystal Arthur, seeing this, slightly showed satisfied smile. Silently nodded. Crystal Snow walked very fast. Like having urgent matter. High heels clicking loudly. But just stepping out of restaurant. She slowed down steps. Not that she rushing somewhere. But just wanted to quickly leave this place. Heart chaotic. Mind also not knowing what thinking. Thoughts completely confused. She just wandered alone on street. Head down looking full of worries. Not long after. Already walked to city center. Pedestrians bustling back and forth. Occasionally few gazes looking toward her. But she didn't bother raising head. While careless, Crystal Snow's heel caught in brick crack, making her ankle twisted once. She painfully sat down. Frowning. Hands holding injured ankle. Clearly just pain she could endure. But don't know why. Tears flowed from eye corners. Drop by drop. Just rolling down like that. Falling pitter-patter on ground. She limped, walking to roadside, sitting down. Let loose neatly tied hair. Finally buried face in knees. Crying silently. She also didn't know why crying. Is it pain? Or self-pity? Or heart still harboring something else? Or maybe all of it? What's wrong, beautiful girl? Why sitting crying alone here? At this time, Crystal Snow heard particularly gentle voice. She slowly raised head, looking. Person before her made her briefly stunned. At same time couldn't help blurting, so beautiful. Chapter 224. Your ability will eventually be recognized by family. Haha, this girl knows how to compliment. Come, wipe away tears. Such pretty face. Don't cry anymore. That woman squatted down, taking tissue from pocket, gently helping Crystal Snow wipe tears. Crystal Snow's lips trembling emotionally. Didn't expect just little gentleness from stranger. Enough to move her wanting to cry out again. Thank you, sister. Sister what? Haha. My son is your age already. Just call me Aunt Laura. Laura slightly smiled, helping her wipe clean tears. But Auntie really has great bearing. Looking so young too. Not like Aunt at all. Crystal Snow carefully looked at Laura before her. From dressing style, bearing to appearance, looking at most only about 28 years old. So calling sister not excessive. Oh dear, this girl has sweet mouth. Just waiting for my son here. Tell Auntie. Why crying alone here? Made up so pretty. Crying wastes it. Laura, not caring dirty or not, sat down right beside Crystal Snow. Smiling, looking at her. Logically Crystal Snow shouldn't tell private matters to stranger. But Laura gave her feeling extremely close. Just first meeting already felt that gentleness. My situation somewhat special. Family forcing me make decisions that I don't like at all. Moreover affecting my whole life. Laura nodded, silently listening to Crystal Snow's confiding. After a while, she then said, no matter what, you just need follow your heart. Saying is easy. But Laura looked up at sky. Softly sighed. My son also like that. Never willing to listen to me and his dad. Clearly already arranged path for him. But he just won't listen. Obsessed with gaming, this point exactly like his dad. Studies declining. Fortunately now knows to work hard. Also thanks to a treasure. Since knowing he can take care of himself. I no longer force him do anything. Finishing speaking, Laura turned looking at Crystal Snow. Reached patting her shoulder gently. Continued saying, your family definitely just thinking. You still need their protection. Need their help so being like this. Therefore, you just need prove to them. You have ability to take care of yourself. You have capability to decide your own life. Like this. Definitely they'll change their thinking. Crystal Snow pursed lips. After hearing Laura's words, lightly nodded, like understood something. Silent for a long time, she raised looking at Laura. Softly said, I understand, Aunt Laura. Thank you. Crystal Snow struggled, gritting teeth, standing up. Laura just smiled, watching, not helping at all. Keep going, no matter what you're facing. Try your best. Just doing your best is enough. No need rush proving yourself. Your abilities sooner or later will be seen by family. Yes, Crystal Snow nodded hard. Corner of mouth also showing smile. She wiped away last tear at eye corner. Then left there, though walking with limp, but couldn't stop her steps moving forward. Laura watching her leaving back. Slightly smiled seeing her off. Mom, why are you sitting on ground like this? At this time behind Laura sounded a voice. She turned head back, saw Nathan and Emma, with Ashley, 3 people, carrying things returning. Ah, just chatting with a girl. Laura preparing to stand up. Emma hurried running to support her. Then gave her a bag. Mom, this is from Tom. Oh thank you dear. Laura happily received. Bent down kissing Emma's forehead lightly. Eyes full of love. Emma giggling. Scratching head. Heart extremely happy. Let's go, Mom will take you playing. Put these things in car first. Yes ma'am. Laura took 3 kids playing whole day. Until dinner time, then sent each home one by one. After all, tomorrow is exam day. Playing one day to relax. Adjusting mood is enough. Can't play too much. Also can't make too tired. Getting enough sleep and rest also extremely important. Test well. After exam Mom will take you all for big feast. Laura said to Nathan and Emma in car. Nathan nodded. Mom don't worry. I feel my state very good. Mock exam results also okay. I think probably no problem. Mom drives slowly going back. I'll take care of Nathan. Mom just rest assured. Laura reached out, smiling, rubbing Emma's head, then said goodbye to them and left. Nathan and Emma watched Laura's car leaving. Then prepared going upstairs, 2 carrying quite a few bags. Returning home. On dining table already laid full of delicious dishes. Laura already prepared dinner for them. Otherwise both would still have to cook themselves. Let's eat, then study a bit more, then rest early. Nathan after washing hands sat down at table. preparing to eat. Right then, Emma stopped him. Hey, too much, we can't finish. Call Crystal Snow over to eat together. She's alone. Saves cooking and cleaning. Tomorrow still has exam. I have no objection. Nathan put down chopsticks. Lightly nodded, agreeing with Emma. Then Emma walked outside. Went next door knocking. Crystal Snow, are you home? About 10 seconds later, door finally opened. Emma saw Crystal Snow inside. First noticed her ankle bandaged. Is it class president? What's the matter? Crystal Snow, seeing Emma, heart slightly trembled, hands also fumbling, but still tried smiling to stay calm. Emma slightly frowned, pointing at her ankle, asking, what happened? Injured? Today twisted a bit, it's fine. Applied medicine already, probably fine tomorrow. Crystal Snow waved hand. Originally just minor injury. Rest one night, probably completely healed. I see, right, you haven't eaten dinner yet, right? Come to my place, eat together. Save cooking. To your place, with you and Nathan? No, not convenient. I'll order food later, also fine. Chapter 225. Some people might never meet again this whole life. Oh come on, what ordering food? Let's go. Come eat a bit. Saves money and effort. You can also rest earlier. Emma then grabbed Crystal Snow's arm, wanting to lead her to next room. But Crystal Snow just thinking about going there. Facing Nathan, her heart still had reservations. Thinking anyway felt uncomfortable. Then definitely herself would be very awkward. Extremely strange. Very easy for others to see flaws. Better not go then. Really not convenient. You two are couple, eating together. What am I squeezing in for? Next time. You're being like this. If you don't go, I'll tell Nathan. Hearing Nathan's name, Crystal Snow slightly froze. That name, like already carved deep in her heart. Every time hearing trembles inside. Seeing it works. Emma continued. Hurry, let's go. Otherwise I'll call Nathan to invite you. Probably only he can make you willing to go. We can't. Don't, I'll go. Crystal Snow immediately changed attitude. Whether Emma's words true or false, she didn't dare risk it. If Nathan really came, knowing she didn't give face to Nathan and Emma, then definitely would scold her once. That would be terrible. That's more like it. Let's go. Nathan still waiting. Crystal Snow supported by Emma, going to their place. Just entering, Crystal Snow couldn't help peeking inside. Result was immediately, her eyes met Nathan sitting at dining table. When Nathan still surprised, Crystal Snow quickly withdrew head, pursed lips tight, as expected. Now she still can't look straight at him. Emma pulled Crystal Snow in. Hey, come in. Why standing dazed? Oh, Crystal Snow after seeing Nathan. Slightly lowered head, waving greeting. Hello Nathan. Hello. Come eat quickly. Eat while hot, Nathan replied briefly. Then pointed to prepared chair opposite. Yes, thank you. Crystal Snow sat down opposite Nathan and Emma. Though those two already started eating, she still hesitated, not daring use chopsticks. Like hesitating and worrying. Eat, why not eating? Nathan raised looking at her once. Then said. Then he signaled Emma. Emma immediately understood, picking food for Crystal Snow. It's fine, treat this place like home. We're all friends, nothing to be shy about. Moreover, about to graduate. Tomorrow exam already. After I won't be your class president anymore. Class president, Crystal Snow softly muttered. Looking at food in bowl Emma picked for her, she suddenly fell into contemplation. After a while, she started eating very slowly. Seeing her finally less awkward, Nathan and Emma then satisfied nodding. Nathan suddenly remembered something. Turned looking at Emma. Oh, by the way, baby. Today you said after exam, you want to organize class reunion, right? Emma hearing this showed tired expression. Hesitated a bit. Then wearily replied, right. Few days ago Lucas already said. Their class already booked place. Still asking if I decided yet. I'm class president, can't delay. Also right. Gathering one last time also good. Some people might never meet again this whole life. Nathan remembered his classmates. Though first 2 years. Relationship with them not very good. But throughout senior year living together. He discovered everyone really good. That also thanks to Emma. Made him integrate with them. Initially he felt those people not important. But now about to graduate. Feels somewhat reluctant. Emma sighed. But where to go now? I still haven't decided. Then still have to report to Teacher Wong. I know a place. Right then. Crystal Snow suddenly spoke up. Attracting both their gazes. My family has hotel. Scale also decent. We can go there. Though only about 3 stars. But at least won't cost money. Nathan shook head. Can't. Still must pay money. Money for class reunion not small amount. Even your family's hotel can't be like that. Emma surprised. Oh, your family runs hotel? Not exactly. Just somewhat related. Crystal Snow somewhat flustered. Just blurted out. She just wanted to help Emma a bit. Consider repaying for inviting her to dinner. But thinking again. Feels somewhat awkward. She lowered head silently.